We are back at it again at the Krispy Kremes. Uh,
Hello.
welcome to Fan Battle Cast, where we do casts on the pitches you all pitch to the to the official Death Battle team. Today we are doing Riku versus Illidan. Now let's get started with introductions. I am Rand. I am the mold within the walls of Fan Battle Cast, and I have left the walls to argue for Riku today. who my opponent is Kagurabachi.
Hello, I am the Kagurabachi. I am the lore master of all things SMT. I will be connecting Warcraft to SMT today. I will be giving Illidan the outer scaling and he will one shot and win. Congratulations. You can thank me, Illidan fans.
Here we also have Moloch, who beat my ass in our last cast together.
How you doing, Rand? How you doing, everybody? It's good to be here.
And then we have the Faker over here.
What? I'm you.
I'm me.
I'm me, he says. Nah, but for real though, I'm Zoro, regular Kingdom Hearts fan and memer extreme.
Then we have tech support / God Sherm.
Hi, I'm tech support and/or God. I'm here because I know nothing, so I kind of want to know something. I'm like the layman. I'm the person who's coming this knowing nothing. So if y'all ever get too much into the weeds, I can be like, y'all are just saying gibberish now. You've lost
You've lost
relatability.
And here,
all you know is that you know nothing.
yeah, you know nothing, so you understand nothing.
Awesome.
And then here we have Torok making their first appearance on Fan Battlecast.
Hello, beautiful people. I'm Zorak. I'm the weird person they thank at the end of Thrall vs. Gaskell. And I'm a Death Battle influencer. I do reaction videos. I'm a fan artist, and I'll be a completely unbiased jury today.
Completely unbiased.
Completely fair. I am known for not having any connection to any of these characters whatsoever.
You sound muffled,
Yes.
though. Is that on my end?
Do I sound muffled? Oh no.
You sounded muffled when you picked up the hammer.
Maybe it's the power of the hammer that just masks all the audio. That is a power that
Okay,
Saul
okay,
has.
calm down, Shao Kahn.
Calm
That-
down, Shao
Sound
Kahn.
nullification.
I have-
Before we get into the 60 seconds, chat, can y'all hear us properly?
I'm gonna check as well.
Sorry, what's happening? I zoned out.
I'm asking if people can hear us. Saul's in the chat. Let's go.
Saul's in the chat. Hell yeah. I
Hi,
love that guy.
Saul.
I want to see the chat. Let me pull up this stream.
By the way, can chat hear us? I think that yep just confirms it. Okay, so
Boo Sherm. I see you, Saul. You ain't slick.
I see you, Saul. You ain't slick. Okay.
It's already begun.
So the infighting's already began. Okay, so. Okay, so who would like Kagura? Which one of us? I think you should do your 60 seconds first, because I have nothing prepared for mine, and yours is gonna take. You have to condense like 60+ hours worth of backstory into 60 seconds.
Yeah, that's not happening, but I will try my best.
Okay, let me pull up the.
Alright, 60 seconds. Let's go.
Mute.
So,
Oh.
Illidan
Go.
Storm Rage. He grew up in Suramar with his twin brother Malfurion and his love interest Tyrande. Now, Illidan, in his youth, tried to find his own destiny because he just couldn't find his path in life. Eventually, that will all change. After some shenanigans, he ended up creating a new well of eternity. Now, Malfurion was furious. He was not okay with this. So he ordered Illidan to be imprisoned. Well, he was supposed to be executed, but you know, he was imprisoned instead because mercy, all that.
And the
But
time
after
is.
that, oh my god. Okay, I was just looking at the time.
You got
He was
30 more
imprisoned
seconds
for
somehow.
10,000 years, very long time. And then eventually, Tyrande released him from his prison to go fight demons because the demons were back again. And he had an encounter with Arthas,
And
which
time's
led
up.
him to the skull.
Time's
Oh,
up.
time's up.
Yeah.
Time's up, bro.
Yeah, I
Time's
try my best. I'm sorry, guys. I can't explain all that in 60 seconds.
I could probably.
That's
I could
that's
probably.
fine. I mean,
I mean,
you did
you
pretty good. I mean, now Rand has to explain the entirety of Kingdom Hearts lore in 60 seconds.
No.
So.
I'll be explaining
that's
just.
easy.
I'll be just explaining Riku in just Kingdom Hearts 1 and Calm,
Alright.
and that's it.
To put it bluntly, in 1 second, basically, Illidan is known as a betrayer, except he was actually good. That's it in 1 second, in like 1 sentence.
Oh yes, he's a backstabber, but
Yeah, he was actually a
But-
good guy.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
left out a couple bits, like the shenanigan is literally a demon invasion, but okay.
Yeah, I was trying to skip ahead to the great betrayer part.
I mean, if not friend, why not friend shaped?
okay, my turn for 60 seconds.
Yeah, go ahead.
How do I?
Just drag.
Oh.
Wrong person.
Wrong person. Okay. So Riku was just your standard, average teenage boy who grew up on an island, but wanted to. He got tired and bored of being on this small island with one other island on it. So he and his friends decided to make a raft. Until the demonic beings known as the Heartless attacked and just destroyed everything. Risk soar somewhere else. Riku somehow got sent all the way to the end game. And because he was a very bad judge of character in the first game, he teamed up with Maleficent, who manipulated him into being the dark edgy boy. He then realized his mistake, and he's been trying to fix that ever since. How do I stop this? There we go.
Our characters have too much lore.
Yes.
But did Riku betray anyone? Because from what I've
Yes.
gathered, that's the big thing with Illidan.
Kind of.
yes.
Pretty famously, I'd say. Like,
At
I
least
don't
in
even
the first
know
game.
anything about Kingdom Hearts, and I know that part.
Was Riku imprisoned for 10,000 years?
I guess maybe a way to discuss the thematics of the matchup, we could do that a little bit, and that might help kind of give us a picture of what these two guys are all about.
Yeah, let's before we go into like anything, let's go into thematics and how these two characters fight.
Yeah. So
You
the
wanna go
general
first?
theme here I'm getting is that these two guys are evil. But wait, actually, no, they're good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're they're edgelords. This the Sasuke archetype.
The
They're-
Sasuke
yeah.
archetype.
they are basically morally gray people who fight the darkness using the darkness. Basically, use your enemy's weapons against them.
Uh-oh. Thunderstorm. Thank you, nature.
Don't worry, Rand. Worst case scenario, I can be a backup.
Yeah. But, yeah, Riku's entire thing is that he was so... He got so tired of living in such a small... on the Destiny Islands that he took any opportunity to leave, including, using the darkness to leave. And because of that, he got corrupted by Maleficent because it's Maleficent and Ansem, the Seeker of Darkness.
I don't understand how Riku got corrupted by Maleficent. Maleficent's like the most obviously evil person you could ever find.
He basically, honestly, 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 Riku just showed up, and he like, this is like a final mix exclusive cutscene with no voice for Riku, and it's just him appearing at Hollow Bastion, and Maleficent is just there.
Yeah. I don't know. Either Maleficent is the master manipulator of all time, or Riku's kind of dumb.
Well, you have to. Well,
Can be
Riku,
both.
well, Riku was like a 15 was like a very edgy 15-year-old who kind of had everything uprooted from him, and all of his friends went missing, or either missing and or dead. So
Yeah, when you really don't have any other options and not knowing who else is alive, you kind of have to trust the spooky witch lady.
out of the entire villains in the first game, the only one that I could trust in the slightest is maybe Hook.
I
Okay.
never trust a guy in tights.
Never trust a guy in tights. Okay, so let's get into how these two fight.
First of all, wait, something I do want to bring up. A little sidetrack, but it won't be super long. But it's about Illidan, something that I find mildly infuriating, mildly annoying.
Grabbing the image now.
Yeah, could you pull up the image?
I believe is it the one where it's a full body Illidan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Illidan the Betrayed.
Okay.
Okay, so I want you to take a look at this design right here.
Yeah. Okay. I see.
Do you see
All right.
my problem with it?
The big ass
No.
horns.
He's
Yes,
compensating.
that big ass horn. I hate it. I hate the design. It makes him look goofy.
He reminds me of that one goat from Hoodwinked. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yeah,
The
I-
one
I
that
can't
constantly
unsee it.
has to sing. Yeah.
yeah. This design is so bad, and it's only bad because of those stupid horns. I hate it.
I mean, they're not as prominent as that. That's a big that is indeed a good example of it. His horns can be like prominent as fuck.
His
But,
his entire body would just be like a lumped over. He has the worst back problems because he's so
Although
top
he's got
heavy.
wings.
He got wings though.
He has to
Yeah,
use
yeah.
that wings to constantly keep him from falling forward.
Well, yeah. I mean they're there, aren't they? Like, he's constantly there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right. That's about it.
Okay.
I just wanted to bring that up because that was mildly infuriating to me.
Okay. So let's get into how these two characters fight.
Okay, so do you want to go first, Ryan?
Nope.
Oh, nope. Okay. So, I guess I'll go first then. So, Illidan is a demon hunter, meaning he mostly fights demons, but he's able to fight other types of beings as well, not just limited to demons. In terms of abilities, if I had to describe Illidan's fighting style, I would say he's sort of like a magic swordsman type character, except not really, but it's a little complicated. But his main thing is a lot of magic. He has a lot of magic to pull from.
Mhm.
So I guess I'll start with Illidan chose to specialize in, I believe, the arcane type of magic.
He used to be an arcane mage, but then when the demons basically attacked, he was like, "Hey, this demon magic's kind of potent stuff." So now he's using.
Hey, this demon magic kind of cool. I think I'm gonna take that.
Exactly.
This shit hits for real.
Yeah.
This shit hits for real. I'm gonna need another one.
I mean, he still has his some spells from that arcane era, right?
A little bit. He doesn't use them as much.
All right.
Oh,
So my
yeah.
question is, as someone who knows nothing about World of Warcraft, what is the difference between arcane magic and demon magic within the realm?
I think Turok can
Okay.
probably answer that.
So arcane magic within the World of Warcraft is like it's magic that is pulled from the order from the realm of order. If I think it is basically, um, how do I say this? I want to say the line of codes that can make reality. Basically, if you it is extremely complicated to manifest and understand. But if you master it well enough, you can like do shit like bending reality. You can transform things. You can transmute things. Transform things into sheep. You can make things out of existence. Like you can do crazy thing. Demon magic is the opposite of the arcanes, as it is born from the chaos realm. It is a very easy and powerful magic to use, but it is also a corruptive. It's a very corruptive force that.
Okay, so it's kind of like you have like the standard, like, oh, this is like the standard light magic, and here is the dark magic. Is
There's
that
a
it?
yeah. There are two cosmic forces basically like
Two
light.
si-
There's light. There's
the
void. And there's
the
light.
the
There's death.
the yin and yang. Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
There's
right.
a bunch of yin and yang everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
there's a lot of different magic types.
May
Yeah.
I?
Oh.
So,
I'm sorry.
Oh, I was like, may I talk about how Riku's fighting style now?
Yeah, sure. Go.
So Riku's fighting style is a bit more, I want to say, more aggressive heavy than Sora, who's like a bit more of like the all rounder. Riku of course wields a Keyblade, and that does so much stuff we'll get into later. But he has numerous magic spells at his disposal from the light and the dark. But his main claim to fame is the fact that he's pretty much kind of like the poster child for I can use the dark. I can basically use the dark side of the force, but I'm a good guy. Yeah. So let's actually get into
What does
this.
that mean?
He uses the power of darkness to an extent that not even Xehanort or all of them can use it without being corrupted by it.
Okay. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, explain what he does with the darkness.
Oh,
He ore farms.
he overfarms.
Besides
yeah.
aura farming, that's a given. It's darkness.
Well, I guess we can actually get into what he can do with it. He can basically just create. So I guess we're actually getting into the debate now. He can use dark magic spells like Dark Firaga, which I'll get into. Which basically just summons a bunch of heat-seeking dark fireballs everywhere, which you can see how potent it gets throughout the series. Because the more he uses the darkness, the more potent his dark stuff gets. Like in the first game, it's just a simple single shot heat-seeking tracking fireball. In Dream Drop Distance, it's slow moving at first, but then it splits off into 5 more and heat seeks. And then in Kingdom Hearts 3, he uses Dark Firaga, and it's basically like 20 to 30 different heat-seeking shots at once. He also can just slide into the darkness to dodge, create dark barriers with it. Coat his body in darkness with the dark armor, which is what Zora's profile picture is.
Hey.
He has a lot of other dark abilities that I will get into later as well. Okay, so let's actually get into the debate now. So where do you want to start, Kagura?
I guess we could start with just abilities, since that will be the most interesting part.
Yeah, that will be the most interesting, and that can save the
Yeah.
biggest, the stuff we both don't like to
Well,
talk
let's
about
save
for last.
stats for like last minute.
Yes, because I don't want to go into cosmology scaling right now.
Yeah.
No.
So, in terms of abilities, so chaos magic in Warcraft also corrupts, but Illidan is special because he isn't super susceptible to that corruption, so he can use it without issue. Uh, in terms of the properties of chaos magic, it can bypass armor. That's one thing to note.
Oh.
Chaos magic can do that. Now, in terms of spells, he has a lot of like spells. So there's a lot of spells where you just shoot darkness and shadow to just assault somebody.
Mhm.
He also has fear manipulation. Just by casting a spell, you would do fear in the target.
Hmm.
And magical energy draining. He can drain mana. Mana siphon, I think, is the name of the spell. So Illidan can drain the mana out of somebody, just drain all their magic power. I think.
How long does
Sorry.
that take?
I'm looking at this. It takes.
It's how do I say it's an overtime thing where he just casts the thing and as he can do it as long as he wants. It can be instantaneous, and as long as he maintain it, he's gonna drain more mana.
Yeah.
Um,
All right. So I think I'm looking at it right now. Okay, it drains 44 mana each second to the caster, and as long as Illidan maintains it, yes, he will be able to do that.
How does he maintain it?
Magic.
Sorry if it seems like I'm probing. I'm actually really curious. I don't know shit about Warcraft.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
he
fair.
just
That's fair.
maintains it. He just waves his hand, and as long as he,
Concentration, I guess.
exactly.
Okay.
Concentration.
So it's like D&D.
Like D&D, yeah. Warcraft
Okay.
takes a lot of inspiration from D&D. So,
Cool.
he can detect invisible creatures with detect invisibility. He can breathe underwater, unending breath.
Better, he can walk on
Yeah.
water.
He can also walk on
Oh.
water.
He's demon Jesus.
Exactly.
Oh,
That,
no.
he does that in Warcraft 3 because his faction is like the Naga, which is a bunch of sea serpents people. So that they can swim along, so that he can walk along with the Nagas. He has to walk on water. It's very funny to see.
Yeah.
I love that imagery.
Yeah. He can summon demons from the Twisting Nether. He has a lot of different types of support, but I don't think they'll be super useful, but it's good to bring it up anyways. He could also cast curses, like various magical curses, to like debilitate his opponent, like the curse of tongues, the curse of exhaustion, and he can reduce Riku's stats with the curse of weakness and the curse of elements. And I guess for now, there's a lot of other stuff, but for now, I guess that's where I'll end it there. But to give you a good baseline of Illidan's abilities, yeah.
Can I add a couple abilities? Just
yeah.
sorry, I'm
Sure,
gonna be
sure.
thinking all the time. Sure, he can siphon mana, but more iconically, he can just make it blow up. He has one of his most iconic spell from Warcraft 3 is mana burn, which is basically turning the mana of a caster and just make it blow up on themselves.
Your mic is not.
My mic is not good.
Yeah, it was.
No.
It was cutting out with everything
What
you
he
were
was saying was mana burn. He can make mana explode, basically.
Yeah, it can make your mana bar explode.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Pretty much. That's pretty much that.
Yeah.
He has also the ability to. He also has the ability to absorb souls. He can. His blades are the war blades of Azinov. They are like badass dual sword that have like demon fire elementals in it that he can summon at will.
Yeah,
Uh,
they're basically keyblades. His version of a keyblade.
His his version of a keyblade. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
But
wait, I'm sorry. Just to go back a bit to the mana burn.
Yeah.
When you say he makes the mana bar explode, do you mean like it drains the mana, or does it like actually cause an explosion using the
it actually draws a bit of your mana and you explode basically. Basically it causes an
Okay,
explosion within you or within the targets that damages you and others around you.
and
I
it
think.
uses the opponent's mana to cast it?
Yep.
Okay, that is very interesting. Thank you.
That's very interesting, actually. Yeah.
so I think we talked enough about Illidan's magic for now.
Okay.
What does Riku have to bring to the table?
Okay, so Riku has a lot of different magical abilities from Rechain, Daze, and Dream Drop. I'll go over a few of them. I actually have it pulled up on my phone. He has, of course, your standard like fire, ice, lightning, dark magic, light. He also has a lot of earth magic as well because he's associated with Terra. He has two different types of meteor spells. He can even sacrifice some of his own HP to make his hits stronger. But he also has like a ton of other magical spells that can be like, ah yes, you gave me status effects and stuff that'll debilitate me. How about I just say no to that?
Hmm.
He has like 7 or 8 different ways to recover from any sort of status effect put on him. With
Ooh.
with the panaceas, mega elixirs. I can't. I've never been able to pronounce the name of this spell. It's the one that starts with an E and ends in an A. Ishuya.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Hang on, let me look.
Oh
It up.
yeah, that thing.
I've never been able to properly pronounce it.
By the way, Rand, I've added the thing you wanted me to add.
Okay, thank you. Yes. Yeah, he has spells that can come from status effects. He also has a lot of ways to recover magic because his magic can run out, but it can recover in a short period of time. He also has abilities that can be like, oh yes, this is my last cast of magic. I can make it stronger. He has like a bunch of different ways to heal himself with Cure, Curaga, potions, all that jazz. But he also has a regen as well, which is basically will regen him over a period of time. For like, he also has ways to drain opponent's HP with the drain style of abilities, which is whenever with every hit he does, drains the opponent's HP and gives it to him. He also has a bunch of other skills and abilities like drain dive, drain dash, and drain slash. He also of course can turn invisible and make himself harder to hit temporarily. He has magnet, gravity commands. He basically has almost all the exact same magic that Sora has. But there is something that I'm going to bring up a bit later in terms of Riku abilities, because he is kind of unique in a way. But another thing is, of course, he has his Keyblades. I don't have that many images, but from the ones I do, I'm going to bring up some of these three. His first, this counts technically, because this label is Soul Eater. This is what he uses in Kingdom Hearts 1, Days, and Rechain. It's basically a sword that technically acts like a Keyblade. It's very weird. But then in 2, we of course have his, in my opinion, his best Keyblade, Way to the Dawn, which
I do have to say I like this design a lot.
yes, and I think it is a fucking crime that we went from that cool ass design to a fucking car key. Like, what the fuck is this?
Hey man,
How they
he
massacre
needs to get into the
people.
car.
What if Riku really wants a car? All right.
Come, Kingdom Car.
Come Kingdom, yeah, we need Kingdom Carts.
Car.
Kingdom,
Kingdom Cards?
Cards.
Oh, that would be kind of hard.
Kingdom
Hang on.
Cards, actually, that's way better.
Yeah, but
You know,
Kingdom Cards.
with like the Wayfinder trio, they can turn their Keyblades into vehicles. So Kingdom Cards would actually be a really cool spin-off racing game.
yeah, but
Mm.
also this is also something that I'm going to bring up is that Riku should have all of the abilities that the Riku replica can do.
I
Because
do have a question
Yes.
about the stuff you've brought up so far.
Mhm.
Is you've listed off a lot of these abilities. Which of these abilities would you say are like particularly relevant? Like which of these magics do you think would be like this is a magic that would help him win the fight?
spells like Bind, which stop opponents from moving entirely and keep them in place.
Hmm.
All of his spells and stuff that can just get rid of any and all status effects and return him back to his previous state, as well as he can do his own status effects with his spells and other things as well. As well as
Okay.
Drain, which is being like, ah yes, every hit I do to you, I get that health back. As well as another ability, I'm getting into his last 3 that I'll bring up now, which is a warp strike, which is basically every third hit can just BFR, just bye bye.
Wait, what ability is that? Oh my god.
It's called warp strike.
Oh.
He also has dispel, the dispel ability, which is a one-use card in Recom that can just be like, no, you're using a big massive attack that will do big damage to me. No, just bye bye.
Hmm.
I should bring up one thing as a Kingdom Hearts enjoyer. The cards within Castle Oblivion are specifically a battle mechanic in the lore of Kingdom Hearts, enforced only in that location. Like,
Yeah.
outside the castle, the cards don't really work.
The fight will
Hmm.
happen in Castle Oblivion. Trust.
He could just take Riku could just take them to Castle Oblivion.
I mean, that is fair, but I just wanted to throw that out that,
Mhm.
you know.
Is
it's
that
not
like
really-
an actual BFR option he has? Can he send Illidan to the card gameplay dimension and have Illidan have to learn an entirely new combat system?
Technically, yes. Because thanks to the mobile game, thanks to the end of Union Cross, we see Ephemer point his Keyblade at the player character. The beam of light shoots through the player character, does big damage, and it's basically sucks the player character. And this is getting into a bit of a spoiler, but the eternal darknesses into a different area.
Hmm. Okay.
I will say, Illidan has his own methods of creating portals, so he can get out of that if Riku decides to BFR him.
Do you need to use cards to use portals in the card dimension?
No.
Okay. Do we
Rik-
want to talk a little bit about Illidan's
Yeah.
arsenal?
I could talk a little bit more about Illidan's arsenal, sure.
Can you speak up a little bit,
So-
Kagura?
No, I was sorry. I was just looking at Warcraft wiki.
I have my own list if you want, but
No, that's fine. That's fine. But obviously, Illidan has his wings. He can fly. So, he he doesn't have to be on the ground with Riku. He can just fly and cast some spells at him. But other than that, he has his twin blades, which of course you can summon them, magic, all that stuff. In terms of something new, he does have as a talent, he can consume magic, which removes a beneficial magical effect on an opponent. So if Riku tries to amp himself in any way, Illidan can just take that away.
Pretty good.
And he also has a lot of ways to just say no to any magical stuff Riku does. Like in general, I already mentioned a few before, but for example, he has I'm not trying to find it, but okay, here it is. There's Singe magic, which burns away a harmful magical effect. So you know, if Riku tries to like, oh, I'm gonna do this to you, and debilitates Illidan in some way, he can nullify that as well. So a lot of like magical power nullify stuff, but is that all Illidan has? No, because it can also heal. How does he heal? Well, he can just drain the life from Riku. Drain life. It's the same thing as like draining the magic. He has to concentrate while doing it, so it's not like if he gets distracted or something, it will end, obviously. But as long as he's concentrated, he will gain Riku's life force.
So they're basically just like trading drain. They're just both vampiring themselves.
Okay, I just looked it up. It's more than just draining essence. It is draw soul. That's you can literally. That's what I was talking. You can draw the soul of someone to heal himself.
So this begs the question: which source dries up first, Riku's soul or Illidan's? What's Riku draining? Just like mana?
HP, life force.
So what's gonna drain faster, Riku's soul or Illidan's HP bar?
That is something to know. He has. I already mentioned this before, but he has ways to like teleport, create portals, and just BFR. But I don't think that will work on Riku. I think Riku has ways to escape that.
Yeah, Riku has all those exact same abilities. He can teleport, fly, create portals.
Out of curiosity, what are Illidan's methods of BFR anyway?
He can create portals. It's specifically a portal to the Twisting Nether, but from there, I think he could reach anywhere.
Yeah, basically, he can make portals to other planets if he wants.
Yeah,
he has multiple means to do to just teleport where he wants.
Okay.
Or if he wants, I don't know if I'm jumping the gun. He can destabilize those portals to create the effect that maybe we'll talk about when it comes to defeats and stuff like that. So.
Maybe. I don't know if we have that feat, but you can bring it up when we talk about it.
I'll be able to bring it up. Don't worry.
I feel like we just kind of like went past this, but can Illidan just straight up like say no to literally any magic attack coming at him?
I don't
Well,
think so.
Not exactly, but he could say no to like most of them.
So like status effect magic is what I'm guessing.
Yeah, status effect magic and other types of magic.
Okay.
So
So
I
it
mean,
won't
it-
stop like a big fireball coming at him. It's just like anything that affects me, like bind,
Well-
I'm just gonna have not affect me.
Yeah, but Illidan in general should be resistant to fire. So if you just launch a huge fireball at him, he should be okay generally, unless it was like I don't know, Doctor Strange level fireball.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, you can overpower him. That's
Yeah.
So what's like a particularly notable magic of Illidan that's gonna let him like win the fight?
I think in general, I think his soul manipulation is really strong. I think he could potentially just drain the soul out of Riku, and Riku might not be able to completely resist that. So there's a chance that Riku will not be able to continue fighting as his soul has been drained.
Is his soul his heart?
it's kind of weird because it's not really fully described. Like the soul and the heart are talked about in the exact same way. So I really don't know. Because Riku has had his entire body and heart taken over by Ansem in the first game, and he was able to push back on that and still come back at the end of the game with having his body and stuff taken. And through his sheer heart and power alone, he escaped the realm of darkness into the basement of Castle Oblivion.
Well,
I feel like this is important to kind of narrow down and figure out because the level that Riku can resist their soul being attacked and drained feels like one of the big questions of this fight.
Yeah.
yeah, it does. I was gonna say, but doesn't like Riku resisting Ansem is more like a resistance to possession rather than soul manipulation? I mean, it's really impressive. It's really impressive. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know if it's the same type of hacks.
I honestly don't know if I'm being completely honest.
Should I step in?
Yes.
All right, so this is a weird thing about Kingdom Hearts lore, is that, you know, when it comes to stuff like possession and whatnot, that's usually done, you know, Xehanort's favorite way of how to possess people is to infect their heart with enough darkness so that he can just slide in and basically replace his heart with the opponent's heart. And
Yeah.
you might, and it really depends on how you interpret, you know, a character's heart, because a lot of people will say, oh, well, the heart is basically functions like the character's soul, but it's more like their emotional essence, their memories, what makes them them, because one thing is like the existence of nobodies, which, you know, are beings that are created when someone gets turned into a heartless. And one specific thing about nobodies that I did when I was researching like Xemnas versus Pain is that nobodies are made up of the body and soul of the person after their heart is extracted and turned into a heartless. So Kingdom Hearts acknowledges the soul and heart as two separate entities.
Mm-hmm.
So he has resistance against being possessed through the heart, but he has no way of access, you know, no direct soul manipulation resistances.
I'm gonna suggest something a little crazy, a little wacky, a little drastic.
Okay.
Okay.
It seems like I'm doing a podcast right now.
Oh,
Well, there goes the ad idea.
Yeah, yeah. I guess
There
we're not
goes
doing
the
that.
shrimp.
Bye.
sure.
Show's over, guys. Go home.
Wow.
Basically, at the end of the day, Riku loses, Illidan wins. GG.
Let's go.
I mean, I feel like with Kingdom Hearts characters especially, you can also theoretically make the argument that they could be fine without their soul. Like because like Kingdom Hearts characters are weird, man. You can take their heart away. You can take my heart. You can take my soul. But you want to know what you can't? I can't do it. I couldn't hold the voice.
Yeah.
I don't want to imply that the debaters don't know what they're talking about. I think both are very clearly knowledgeable on these characters. But I do think we are getting a lot of knowledge and context and opinions on how abilities would interact from jury members. So I'm kind of just throwing this out as a suggestion. There are 6 of us. We can do a jury with just 2 of us and the poll. How would we feel about kind of turning this into a 2v2 where Riku and Illidan both get an additional person to kind of be able to rep their cause without worrying about like jumping and being polite and whatnot?
Okay, that works
That'd be
for
cool.
me.
That's fine.
I'm
so-
down if you're down.
I
I'm
think Torok is very
Okay.
clearly going to be the person that would help with the Illidan side. Who wants to help with the Kingdom Hearts side?
Zoro probably.
I mean,
Sure.
I'm him.
Yeah.
Like, this just makes sense.
No, I'm me.
All right, so we're doing it live. We're shifting the
Alright.
format.
All
It is
right,
now-
it's 2v2.
All
All right,
It
that's
is
fine.
now-
That's fine.
It is
Let's
now
fucking
Zoro
go!
and Rand repping Riku versus Kagura and Torok repping Illidan,
I think this
with
is
me,
our
Alright.
and the poll and the
2v2
comments
cast.
being the 3-person jury.
Yeah,
Does
I
that mean
think this is
we
the
get
first-
60 seconds, Vin?
Do y'all want 60
Reintroduce the
seconds?
no,
No.
we're already this far in.
All right,
All right, yeah.
I think this is the first 2v2 official cast.
this is the first
Unprompted
half of a
2v2.
2v2 cast.
Unprompted
First half.
2v2.
Unprompted, but you know what? I'll accept it.
All right, let's.
I just think this would smooth out the process a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Fair enough.
All right, so
So-
we were talking about just their abilities that would interact. So this is the topic we're talking about right now. What abilities do you guys have that would be relevant in a fight? Like, if
I-
stats are equal and that's
I
not the
have-
determining factor,
I-
what are their abilities that would let them get the edge?
Oh,
I-
go ahead. Go ahead.
I think I might have some. But this is just a question. Riku can force an opponents to go to sleep.
Go to sleep.
Go to sleep.
Personally, I would counter this with the fact that Illidan has been a boss, and bosses in World of Warcraft are immune to this kind of thing, like transmutation, go to sleep, like things that just that just like paralyzes them. Like lots of bosses are just immune to that kind of stuff. So during his confrontation in Burning Crusade, he has resisted things from mages like this. Take it with a grain of salt, but so far that is.
I believe, because it's been a hot minute since I played DDD. You can use the sleep spells on certain bosses in the game.
Are those
I know-
bosses noted to have any particular resistance to sleep in the first place?
I think the one that firstly comes to mind is Rinsler from the Grid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I think one of the super bosses is susceptible to the sleep.
Oh yeah, Julius.
Yeah, that guy.
No, not him. Oh my god.
I hate
not
that boss, by
him.
the way. He sucks.
Oh yeah, annoying boss, but helps our argument. Like
Yeah.
he is
For-
susceptible to the sleep spell. So
I
it's
think the
more
fact
of-
that the question is not can Riku put a boss to sleep. I think the question is can Riku put someone who resists being put to sleep, because just because they are bosses in one video game does not mean they also have the same resistances from World of Warcraft bosses.
yeah, that's true.
my other my other guess is that Illidan has resisted mind control,
Yeah.
mind alterations before from Queen Azshara, for example, Queen of the Night Elf and like one of the most powerful mages in Warcraft, whatever. She has tried to mind control him, and he managed to break free of stuff like that. So it would work, but I don't know for how long.
With with
Yeah,
with
it's kind of weird. Off the top of my mind, I can't think of something that would allow Illidan to resist sleep, but he does kind of have arguments.
with how certain status effect spells work in Kingdom Hearts is that the higher tier spells, the wider range they have and the longer they last.
Mm.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Riku has resistances to all of the stuff. From fire to status effects like sleep and time manipulation. He has all of it.
But could Riku resist getting his mana drained? Because he can't cast spells if he has no magic.
The thing is, actually, there is an ability that Riku does have. Is when he takes damage, his mana refills equal to that amount of damage.
So Illidan drains his magic, punches Riku in the face, and then Riku
Wait,
just
wait.
gets his magic back.
Yeah.
So with the
That's
mana
crazy.
burn, it's gonna explode his mana, but he's gonna take as much damage.
Yeah,
That recovers his mana.
Yeah, and then
That's a
there's
fun interaction.
It's just more mana to blow up in his face. in
and
my
then there,
opinion.
and then there's also abilities and spells that he also has, like auto life, which is when he dies, he can come back. I think he has like in Days he has 3 of these, and in this is getting into a certain argument that I'll bring up later. And in Dream Drop Distance he has like, oh god, how many of those creatures has it? 8. So he can revive himself a whole bunch of times.
One other ability I want to bring up in some of the mechanics of like magic is Leaf Bracer.
Yeah.
Standard, which when equipped prevents any time he casts a healing spell when he has Leaf Bracer. He is immune to damage while casting it. So if he's casting it and say you just do the mana burn, he's not going to take damage and the heal will always go off.
He also
And-
has an ability in Days where it does the exact same thing, but for regular spells as well. But for the
Yeah.
for the lower tier spells.
Okay,
Oh, okay. Okay.
Speaking of spells, I just I remembered something from the back of my mind, but I needed to find it. Illidan has a spell called Shadow Prison, which immobilizes everyone around him, which Riku could break out of, sure, just fine, and prevents them from using spells. He has spell notification.
Oh, very
Oh
interesting.
no.
I'm
Illidan also has like Illidan's grasp, which is telekinesis.
It's a force choke. Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Zoro, something
Yes.
came to mind, but I need to make sure that I'm not going crazy. Isn't there an opponent that Riku fights in any of his stories that can take away his ability to use magic and stuff, but he has items that can bring it back, like with the panaceas, which is an item that gets rid of negative status effects?
Oh gosh. I was not prepared for this kind of question. This has been impromptu. I don't remember anything off the top of my head. I can do some background searching real
Because
quick.
I do know when Sora fights the Lingering Will, he uses his Keyblade to unlock his magic after it has been locked.
That is a viable strategy in
Yeah.
the 2v2 cast. One person pulls aggro while the other looks for more information in the background.
Illidan also has like soul.
Yeah.
Soul leech,
One
which
thing
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just have a quick question regarding like the magic nullification. Is it just like I cast it once and then you are locked forever, or is it like I cast it and then you can't cast it for a certain amount of time?
It's a good question because the context, if I remember correctly, the context of where he cast that moment is at the last phase of his boss battle, I think, where he just releases just unleash that spell to immobilize all players and just like do a little cutscene basically. And I don't really know if the way it breaks off is because the spell runs out, or if it's just okay, it's the end of the turn, and because during the last phase of his boss fight, another character intervenes, and basically assists us in battle. So I maybe it's an overtime thing. It has maybe a time limit, but I can't exactly say.
All right, so
Hmm.
unspecified time limit. Got it. All right, good to
Yeah.
know. Good to know. All right.
Because like I know both of these characters resist any form of time manipulation on each other. Is what I'm guessing.
Do either of
That's
them
I,
have
I was
time
actually
manipulation
just
in the
about to
first
ask
place
that.
to
Because
resist?
Riku has two types of time manipulation: slow, which basically slows someone's movements and their reaction speed, and stop, which is being like, you stop moving right now for like a set period of
Well, no.
time.
Stop just stops time. Period.
Yeah.
I don't think Illidan has a counter to that.
Yeah, Illidan
Really?
doesn't have a counter
Because
to time.
Damn.
Riku does.
Oh,
Because Riku does have
Oh no.
Because Riku does have like multiple time stops. He has, of course, slow, which slows down someone's, like they just, in slow mo pretty much, and stops time. Then he has the ability Dark Splicer, which basically Basically, think of Fatal Frame from Recom, but with Riku teleporting around and not using his Keyblade, but using his damn fist to punch someone in the gut.
Yeah, yeah. Illidan sadly does not have a way to counter time manipulation.
Hmm.
Oh no.
No.
Like I say, he has counters for most magic, but
Yeah, he
unfortunately,
has interacted with time travelers, but he never like faced any time manipulation stuff.
yeah.
Well, to be fair, technically the time stuff is a magic spell, so you might be able to make an argument.
It is.
Maybe.
It's simply because it's magic. If Illidan nullified Riku's magic, then he wouldn't be able to cast like the time stop spell. But if
Well-
Riku gets it off, Illidan
How would
can't.
So-
how would Illidan activate his magic negation if he cannot
I was
move
saying
in
before.
time?
I was saying before.
Yeah, he needs to do it before he casts.
Before, I was trying to say
Oh.
before Riku casts time stop. Like, if Illidan gets off like the magic nullifying spells, then
There's-
Riku can't do them.
Riku
Something
also, so Riku, this is getting to Dream Dive and stuff. Riku also has flow motion, which is one of the most broken things in any Kingdom Hearts game. Basically, he can just bounce off of anything everywhere, use the entire environment to his advantage. Bounce off of walls, use anything that has a long pole to buzzsaw himself. He can flow motion himself into taller and heavier opponents than him and just launch them.
Yeah, but that's flow motion is just like super hardcore parkour. Illidan can straight up fly.
Yeah.
So
that's-
can
that's-
Riku, but yeah.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they
it's-
can both fly. Yeah, this
Yeah.
would be very
They can
aerial.
both, if they both have like flights,
Yeah.
movements.
Riku also has like a bunch of like he can just create barriers. Like in his boss fight in Days, he basically can create like barriers to block, which stagger opponents, which means that which he follows up with a counter. He also has a dark barrier in the DDD, which is basically an omnidirectional barrier that he can protect himself with. He also can just. So these are some questions. I have some other questions because Riku's base attacks can also induce status effects, specifically stun and confuse.
Illidan should be able to resist paralysis and the mind
No, it's
manipulation.
stun.
Stun?
Basically, think of the cartoony like stars around someone's head.
Yeah.
And
How do
confuse
you
and can
classify that under hacks?
So he has like Looney Tunes, like Donald. So he can harness like the goofy nature of Disney to temporarily stun them like a
Yeah,
cartoon.
and with Confuse, he has a bunch of physical attacks and magical attacks that can induce Confuse, which is basically like I'm just gonna call this temporary dementia, which is
Oh.
Huh?
kind of what it is, because with Confuse, uh, enemy when you use any of the Confuse abilities and spells, it basically like it it does a bunch of different things in different games. It can mess with your movement or cause enemies to attack other enemies or just wander around walking into walls. Riku also has Blackout, which is basically you now become temporarily blind. Counter, I'm guessing.
Counter. How do I put this? Illidan's already blind, motherfucker.
I didn't
Wait,
know
what?
that.
He is?
Already.
He is?
Blind?
He's
Yeah,
blind?
it's one of
That's
those.
Hold up,
bad.
hold up.
Yeah, he has one of those. He has a thing called the spectral sight, which is
Yeah.
he's basically like
Yeah.
Daredevil, where he's blind but not really.
Mhm.
Where instead of seeing like a normal person, his eyes are basically fireballs.
That's cool,
and-
actually.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. and
That's
he
my
can-
favorite kind of resistance in fiction, not like my magic resists your magic. Yeah, you made me
Right.
blind, but
I'm
I
already
was
blind,
already
bitch.
blind.
I'm already
Exactly.
blind.
I was blind the whole
So
time.
good.
It's one of his first powers that you get, actually. But the ability to
Oh
basically
gosh, what?
he basically sees things as like he basically sees the flow of magic basically around him, and that's what allows him to track people like a bloodhound.
Would he be able to see like the light and darkness that's in Riku?
Possibly, he can see energy. He can
Is
see.
that how the fight starts? He sees like the light in Riku, and he's like, "Hey, yo, you should fully commit to the darkness or something."
No, he would see the darkness and try to destroy that.
The
Oh,
He
the
would see
darkness.
he would
Alright,
see the dark-
I got
the thing
twisted.
is-
Remember,
with,
Illidan might look like a bad guy, but he's actually
Riku
nice.
has like so much though. I think this comes from young Master Xehanort. Basically, Riku has accepted the dark part of him so well that he has basically become useless to the organization. Like they can't use him as a vessel for Xehanort to possess him.
Ah.
Hmm. Okay.
Tora, would you say that Illidan still have access to polymorph?
I mean, polymorph. Oh yeah, you mean
Yeah.
the spell that transforms you into a sheep.
Yeah.
Technically, but since he hasn't used that since he became a demon hunter, it's kind of it must be in the back of his head. But that's an ability he never really used.
Well, I guess it's worth bringing it up anyways. So
I can
If
kind
you
of
want.
counter that because we see with Sora using his Keyblade when he gets transformed into dice or cards by Luxord. There's a set period of time where he's transformed because of his Keyblade and because of his power as well. And Riku should scale to Sora in every metric or even surpass him in a few, because Riku has been multiple times called the superior in terms of physical and magical ability to Sora.
But he wouldn't scale to like the what's it called again? The power of waking.
Riku does have the power of waking, but he uses it he uses it for its intended purpose, but he knows that he could use it for the way that Sora uses it.
Yes, like the reason why he isn't as reckless with the power of waking as Sora is in 3 is because when you abuse the power of waking, you vanish out of existence. And but like if he's pushed against the corner, he could tap into that power in order to fight back, even if it means,
okay.
he wins, but, even if it means him vanishing shortly after. Because Sora was able to survive at least a few days
It
after
seems more than
messing
a
with
few days,
online.
but yeah.
Oh,
So
jeez.
I only
Uh,
Oh
probably
God.
Well,
I'm noticing a trend where it seems like this axe might work, but only for like a couple seconds. It seems to be a trend with all these abilities.
if we are to include Illidan's mage abilities, his arcane mastery, he should be able to transform people into sheep. He should also be able to alter time, but it's more of a personal time. It's kind of like a tracer thing. He is able to instantly teleport. And what did I find that I think could be? And he would have the ability to counter spell, basically nullify spells as they are casted, basically, not just
Like a
not
counter
just
spell.
yeah, counter spell, basically.
Okay.
he would also have access to barriers, which aren't that
Yeah, magic barriers.
magic barriers. Yeah.
I
Which
feel like an aspect of this fight might be how long they can keep up their defenses. Like, do they either of them have a limited magic pool, or could they do these
No.
spells all day long?
Riku technically can, yeah, because his magic will refill.
Yeah,
He has multiple
like-
ways to refill his magic. With ethers, with just getting hit, or just waiting for it to recharge as well, which could take like 3 seconds at at full. And Riku
Yeah,
also
yeah,
has like
he's-
a bunch of other abilities as well that are more physical based, like calling a bunch of meteors from the sky. He has like a bunch of those. And he can just throw his Keyblade with different elemental effects, or just spin it for again other elemental effects and damage and whatnot. And there's also a few of them that weren't on the wiki that I actually had to watch videos for, including Magnet, which is basically you're moving, Magnet, you are now right here.
Hmm.
It's like a fixed point of gravity that draws people into a certain point.
Riku also has like both types of gravity magic, anti-grav and full-on gravity.
Hmm.
And this doesn't matter because Illidan counters it anyway, but he does have poison.
Mm.
But I wanted to bring up that Riku can use poison on enemies that are highly resistant to poison.
Could
Okay.
I do want to ask? Could Riku resist sealing?
Keyblade.
Oh yeah.
The Keyblade can pretty much open any kind of
Can
block,
pretty much open
especially-
and lock anything. And
Oh.
also,
Yeah, so-
actually, I'm gonna get into the Keyblade a little bit while Zoro does more looking up.
I couldn't find anything on like the anti-magic sealing thing, but if Zor was able to unlock his own magic back, there's no reason why Riku, a more experienced Keyblade wielder, wouldn't be able to do a similar
There's
feat.
also the
Mm.
canon mysterious stranger in BBS that's able to just
Mm.
take away all of your commands and you can just get them back.
Sherm, why do you have a hammer all of a sudden?
Why do you have Mjolnir?
Because Torak had a hammer and I was jealous.
because I have mine.
He's been holding that thing for a while. I'm surprised you guys.
Okay.
just-
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring up a. So this doesn't matter. I don't think, but I just want to bring this up because this is somehow a very consistent ability Riku has. This is one of my only few images.
We're bringing stuff up now.
Yeah. Riku can just make energy blades. My dog is barking.
Energy blades are cool.
Yeah, and this is a very consistent ability he has. In every single game besides 1 and 3, he can do this. But
Mm.
I have a question though. Why would he make energy blades if the Keyblade is just better?
so
In
he
case he gets disarmed or whatever. In case
Yeah.
he needs
Yeah.
2 Keyblades, huh?
yeah,
Yes.
Riku can also combine energy blades together to make them bigger.
Bigger.
That's a lot of build up for bigger.
Bigger. But he
That's not even all that much bigger. That's like maybe 1.5 times as big as it was before.
That's wild.
Yeah, Riku can also just throw these energy blades at people, like so.
Yeet.
Yeet, yeet, big ass energy
Yeet.
sword.
Are these energy blades made of magic?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
I mean, they're darkness, no?
Yeah, they are
Yeah.
darkness.
Is darkness,
Darkness
made of
within
magic?
darkness.
I mean, should be.
It should be, but
I
It's
don't
weird.
see why it wouldn't be considered magic.
yeah. But
Okay.
but like this is a very
So-
consistent ability that Riku has. We see this in almost every side game, including in 2, where he just can create blades out of light and darkness. And he also has like other like standard abilities like Helm Splitter, which is basically like going above you, stabbing downward into your cranium, which is kind of brutal actually. And he also has what is it? Is it called Aura Storm? Well, he basically does.
Or a storm.
He basically does Sora's sonic blades all over the ability, except he teleports as
That
well.
sounds like a hard counter to an aura farm. The aura storm
It
destroys
does.
the aura farm.
Yeah. But he can also create energy discs by just swinging.
Whoa.
Who did that?
Who is that?
Is that the
Not
Aura
Thorak,
Storm?
that's you.
Morlock,
That's
that's
the
you.
horror storm.
Morlock,
That's me?
That's you.
It is?
No, it's not Moloch. It's,
Oh.
I'm pretty sure it's Thorak.
Oh.
Who?
Torek, is that you?
Jork, is that you?
Am I doing what? What?
Yeah, I just turned him off for a split second. There was like this very scary noise that was coming from your mic for a second.
It was
Ah,
Illidan and Riku having war farming.
oh
It's
shit.
It's basically gone now. I don't know
Yeah.
what that
I
was.
was-
We
I would
thought
say
that was
though,
the
I
aura
was thinking-
storm.
Rand,
We were scared.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Rand.
Yeah.
If Riku and Illidan had an ore farming contest, I think Riku would win.
Yeah, because Riku pulled a Gojo before Gojo.
And
that-
plus,
that's
Riku
because-
doesn't have those stupid horns.
That's because of the big horns.
Yeah.
You really don't like those horns.
Those
oh my
horns
God.
God damn it.
Awful.
I mean,
They're okay.
Illidan also has like a super form. Basically, he has a metamorphosis, which is basically his demon form because he doesn't look like a demon enough already. Which he becomes a twice as big, and basically his forms becomes all shadow. Basically,
Yeah, that's
and he
basically
can shoot meteors out of his hands.
Illidan going Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Riku also has
Alright,
like a bunch of
okay.
different forms. We have
Uh,
like his dark form that Zoro is representing over here.
I
He,
put
uh,
up a poll in the chat for anyone interested
Who
on who
farms
farms
more
more aura.
ore?
When it comes to aura, just check the World of Warcraft Burning Crusade trailer. That's all.
The
That's all the aura you're getting from Illidan.
Oh, what? Riku already has 100% in the aura farming polls.
Ah, God damn it.
the
It's mostly
But yeah, Riku has like a bunch of different forms as well. He can coat his everything in water and use his keyblade like a surfboard. Radical,
Oh, cool.
radical, am I right?
Yeah.
He can create
bodacious.
bodacious. He also has Dosha Drive, which is basically like it kind of works similar to how it does in BBS, where it's like a quick teleport with intangibility as well. And Shining Hammer, which is basically all of his attacks have shockwaves attached to them. Those are the only two that can come. Oh, and also Blade Charge, which is basically coating his Keyblade in a ethereal blade, which is longer, stronger, and all that as well.
Hmm.
Also, Riku is a special Dream Eater, which I'm gonna bring this up now. Which the way Riku, yeah, Riku is a Dream Eater in Dream Drop Distance.
Wait, he has like one he keeps?
No, he is one.
Oh, he is. Oh, I don't remember that. What the hell?
What's that mean?
He specifically Dream Eaters eat nightmares, which are like, God,
That sounds like a helpful thing.
Okay, so
I think Zoro can explain what Dream Eaters are a little bit better than I am, but I can do the
Yeah.
depressing backstory of
Okay,
the
so-
regular Dream Eaters.
Part of the power
Oh
of waking
no.
is being able to awaken souls that have gone into slumber,
Yeah.
which is like a state of like non-existence. And while these sleeping worlds are asleep, they're basically stuck in like a
A s-
time bubble,
Like a
basically.
certain instance in time.
Yeah, a fixed instance in time. And instead of Heartless, these worlds have nightmares, which are basically, dream version of Heartless. That it's the basic enemy of the game.
Mhm.
And Dream Eaters are like the good versions of nightmares, and in Dream Drop Distance, Sora and Riku are able to basically purify some nightmares into Dream Eaters, which are kind of like the ones that take care of nightmares, and they act as your party members in the game. You can like collect pets. There's a pet simulation game where you like give them a bath and hang out to unlock more abilities.
It's pretty fire.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty fire.
the song is stuck on my head though. And Riku should
No, why'd you say that? Now it's stuck in my head now.
Oh.
Riku should have, Riku, there's only two special Dream Eaters, Riku and Chiwethi. Chiwethi is the first Dream Eater ever,
Chewy.
and
Okay.
they should have all of the abilities of your regular Dream Eater party, which would include things like auto life, uh, basically smoke clouds that are made out of magic.
Smoke clouds, you say?
Yeah, as well as specifically most of these attacks and abilities come from the Flick Rush minigame. And some of these I actually had to go into myself, and they have ones that can give debuffs. Like, yes, your defense is now at 0 or level 1.
All right.
But
So
yeah,
why is this relevant?
Yeah, I
Um,
was about to ask. Does he
Illidan,
have pets?
Illidan can resist that, I will say.
yeah, doesn't Illidan have like status effect immunity?
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah, he has ways to like get around like the status debuff. I will say.
I know that another thing is that Keyblade wielders can enter other people's hearts. This is what Riku did at the end of Dream Drop Distance to
Alright.
help Sora.
Hearts. Okay, so we have to talk about if Warcraft characters would have hearts.
They would, right?
Yeah.
Lich King doesn't.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Verse.
in a debate like that, yes, I would say, because I'm still not over about the fact that like the souls and the hearts are apparently separate because
Yeah, like the soul is rarely brought up in like Kingdom Hearts as a means of like attacking. Like the best way I can describe it is while the soul is like, your life essence, the heart is the emotional essence. So like nobodies will typically take on the visage and like personality of the
Strong.
people.
People with
Uh,
strong hearts
yeah.
get no bodies that look exactly like them.
Yeah. So they have the body and soul. So it's basically them, but without the heart, they're basically emotionless husks without, any of what makes them actually human.
And
see.
they also, with no bodies, they technically, they don't exist. On a
Yeah, we
conceptual
talked
level,
about-
they don't exist. But yet they are.
And yet they do. It's
Yeah.
not entirely relevant to this debate, but one thing I do want to say, if we are going off of the assumption that Illidan would have a soul, there is...
he does have one,
He
Yeah.
does have one. He does have one.
and
Did you
I
say
meant to
heart?
say a heart.
boy, he has one. But I'll talk about it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
We'll get into that later.
Go on the assumption that he has a heart. There is one ability that Keyblade wielders have that could very well decide this fight, and that is the ability to remove hearts from other people.
Yeah, this is something that Xehanort, Sora, and Terra have done.
Yeah, like Sora was able to do it to remove his own and Kyrie's heart in Kingdom Hearts 1 when he was a very novice Keyblade wielder.
And
So there is no reason to assume that Riku, a Keyblade master who's done it for many years, wouldn't be able to do it. And when someone loses their hearts in Kingdom Hearts, you know, their memories and basically who they are as a person is removed. And while nobodies can function without a heart because they're kind of something else, if a normal person lost their heart, they basically become comatose. When Kyrie lost her heart in the first game, she became like a comatose, basically,
Husk.
she basically just became like stuck in a coma, unable to really do anything until it
Alright.
was returned to her. And Ventus does something similar when his heart is removed and then goes into Sora at the end of Birth by
The
Sleep.
only character that
He's
the,
also
the only character
comatose.
that does it different is Master Xehanort. But that's because he stabbed himself with his own Keyblade and launched his heart into Terra.
Yeah, that's how he does his whole possession thing. But even then, that also involved removing Terra's own heart from his body and shoving it into the Lingering Will.
There's also the fact that Keyblades can also just rip hearts apart. Which is what Master Xehanort did to Ventus to form Vanitas.
Okay, so
So does Illidan have any kind of resistance to his concept being manipulated, I guess?
That's
It's
a
hard
good
to-
way of putting it. It's concept manipulation.
It's constant.
It's weird.
it's weird.
As
The
there is
scary
a
noise is
thing
back.
similar.
The-
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Uh,
Sorry, my microphone is like, I
Oh,
don't know, I just need to move it 5 seconds and it glitches out. This is the first time that's happening. There, it's complicated because I can see something similar in World of Warcraft that happened in Shadowlands, where you can there is something like domination magics that is used to basically modifies someone, but it's not something that Illidan ever faced. Like, I think he was gone by the time this was introduced. But
There's also
I
the
think
there's also the fact that Keyblades are just like the best at getting rid of like just bypassing resistances, right?
um,
Right, Zoro, because I know that the Keyblade can kill uh the pirates in the undead pirates in Pirates of the Caribbean, which are immortal.
true.
Okay, yes and no, because like they can kill the pirates from Immortal, but they are immune to the Keyblade's physical attacks while they are
In Shadow.
while they are in their human forms. They either have to walk into like the moonlight to expose their undead form, or Sora has to use magic to bypass that physical defense. It's not like the Keyblade itself is bypassing the undead's immunity to physical damage.
It's just their immortality.
yeah,
That is a good question because they just kind of despawn. You don't really know what happens to them.
well,
I can't really say one thing or
I think
another on this because it's left kind of
Also,
ambiguous.
I want to bring up I want to bring up a scene from Kingdom Hearts DDD where Sora just manipulates the data of the grid with the Keyblade to bring Rizzler back. Now, to bring Tron back. Which it's a very weird thing because it's only brought up once and never again.
So I guess it has tech manipulation.
There's
Yeah.
also reality shifts in DDD, which basically, it's weird because it's like you're shifting reality a little bit to do a bunch of different things. Like launching enemies and that cause explosions to grinding along them like grinding, or just the one that's I'll bring up now. Wrong. That's not. It's a video. Is Oh, it's not. Oh, it's not in here. It is the one in the world that never was, where Sora and Riku combine two keyblades together and they start slashing at people.
Yeah. Oh, I want to bring up something Dario mentioned in the chat. Apparently, the pirates from the Caribbean, anything can kill them while they're undead, so it's not like the Keyblade is bypassing a immortality thing. When they're in their undead state, anything can kill them regularly.
I feel like it's a testament to just how much these two can do that we've gone 2 hours and no stats have been brought up at all.
Yeah. We've gone for
That
2
is very
hours.
impressive.
Yeah.
Almost 2 hours.
All right, I'm gonna say that the Riku team have had enough time to make their points.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say the
fair enough.
Illidan
Sorry
team
for
get to
going on
say
a rant.
whatever they want about
Okay.
any cool abilities that give them the edge, and then we can move on to stats.
Alright.
Yeah, Prime's gonna hate this one.
Yeah. Can I? Okay. I think a notable ability because we were talking about his soul. We were talking about Illidan's soul, and
Right.
I was trying to piece together if that would affect if Illidan's heart would be affected by this, but Illidan. So basically, he possesses an immortal demon soul, which basically means that he can't. He can't. What is the quote? He can't truly die. So in World of Warcraft, when you die, you respawn as spirits. You basically respawn as a spirit. At the graveyard, and you just need to return to your corpse to just resurrect. That used to be just a gameplay thing. That was just like a stupid gameplay thing with no actual canon. But then in World of Warcraft Legion, during the Demon Hunter introduction quest, when you die during that quest line, Illidan is like, "Oh, hey, you have the same thing that I have." So the quote is, "You cannot truly die. Instead, your soul will make its way to the Twisting Never. There you will wait until you can find a suitable body to inhabit. Now just get back to your corpse while there's still time." So if you were to be killed the traditional way, his soul can just wait in the twisting never to just find another either his body, just he can return to his body, or find another body that can to inhabit.
Yeah. Basically, the only way Illidan can truly die is if you kill him in the Twisting Nether. If you don't do that, he'll just keep coming back.
Does Riku have a way to get into the Twisting Nether?
I mean,
Or would he even know to do that, I guess?
I mean,
It's
I feel like
difficult.
I feel like after a couple times he'd be able to figure out, okay, he's coming back from somewhere, and at that point, like, he's been able to use the Keyblade to access the realm of darkness, and like one of the main things that you do in Kingdom Hearts as a Keyblade wielder is use the Keyblade to open the doors to other worlds. So I don't think it's too far of a stretch to say that he'd be able to access the what'd you say, the Twilight Nether?
The
The
Twisting
Twisting
Nether.
Nether.
Yeah.
Does the Keyblade work on higher dimensions?
Yes.
Because the Twisted Never it does work. Okay.
Yep.
Because the Twisted Never
Yeah.
exists outside of reality, so that's
Yep.
what I got curious about.
Yep.
Wow, Lord, it's crazy, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah.
A question I have
Cosmo.
about how their abilities interact is Illidan's powers are like corrupting, right? Like he can like corrupt
Yeah.
people's souls.
That is an ability, but I think Riku could probably resist it. Illidan can corrupt people with his magic, so he, put some magic on Riku.
I thought that was a weakness of Riku. Like Riku was successfully corrupted in his story.
That was in the first game. He's basically
Yeah,
built
that
up a
was-
resistance.
Yeah.
His entire
so-
journey is building up a resistance to being corrupted from the darkness.
Hmm.
Yeah. Even
Also-
at the end,
Also,
Ansem admits, like, no, I have no influence on you anymore.
Yeah, I do not think that demonic magic would be able to corrupt Riku.
There's
I
also
mean, he would have to fight it off. I guess that would be a little momentary distraction at best. But
there's also the fact that the clothes they wear in Kingdom Hearts gives them resistances. Because
Mm.
there's the black coat that gives you that basically is resistant to all the corruption when you're traveling in the dark corridors, and their clothes and Riku's clothes protects him from the corruption of the realm of darkness.
all right, I want to bring up not necessarily an ability, but just how skilled uh, Illidan is in general at fighting. First of all, I will say Illidan should be way older than Riku. He's around like
Mm.
15,000 years old.
Oh.
Riku is like
15.
Oh wow.
Riku's like 17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Illidan, Illidan is like born at the heights of like Night Elf civilization. Which
He
is,
has
like,
lived 1,000
50,000.
years for every one of Riku's.
That's hilarious.
Grandpa versus youngster battle.
Who wins in a fight? Ancient elven warrior, forged from the demon and has lived a millennia. One angsty teenage boy.
Actually, I think about it, like Riku wasn't like born fighting. Didn't he like his journey start when he was like what, like 12?
15.
They've technically
15.
been like
So he's only been active for 2 years, really. So it's not even like 17 versus 15,000. It's 2
Right.
versus
So
15,000.
they've
I mean,
also
I
been
think it's-
they have
That's a
been
pretty big gap.
they have been fighting on the beach and the Destiny Islands, and also at the end of we see at the beginning of I think the Limit Cut episode of Remind, Riku was trained for a year by Terra and Aqua.
Rand, are we really counting them playing with the Final Fantasy characters on the beach as your
No,
Having little stuff staring with the wooden
Illidan
swords.
Illidan definitely has the better battle experience.
Yeah.
Than Riku.
So
You can't even argue that.
theoretically, let's say no magic, no scaling, just hands and swords. Final
Oh, yeah.
destination, no items.
Box
Are we
art.
saying Illidan's got that?
yeah, probably. In terms of combat skill, Illidan is a straight up genius. He first of all, he's the creator of the Demon Hunter class, I believe. He created all those techniques.
Well, hello,
and
dog.
all that stuff.
Ooh.
He's also very skilled at stealth. He's very good at like melee combat. He can match Arthas, who is a trained warrior in his own right. He could go toe to toe with all these insanely powerful demonic generals, and he has a lot of experience fighting in like multiple wars against a lot of enemies. So I'd say overall, Illidan should take experience and skill.
Hmm. Is there any contention, or is that just true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
yeah,
right, fair
that's good.
enough.
No contention.
Do we want to move on to scaling, or do we have more to talk about dynamically?
Sark, do you have anything left you want to mention for Illidan in terms of abilities?
I mean, I can just dump all the other stuff we didn't mention that don't necessarily do anything but are just cool. Like he can summon parasitic shadow fiends, which are little shadow parasites that dig their way into your body. He's got laser eyes. Remember how he got fireballs for eyes? He can just do a heat vision. He's a master of stealth as a night elf. So basically, they have the racial trait of mastering the art of standing so incredibly still that they become invisible to the eye at night.
I'm doing a podcast episode.
And aside from that,
What?
no,
No.
we're pretty
I'm
good.
just talking, and they can
All right.
hear you. They can hear you talking.
I'll let the Kingdom Hearts side go first. what do you
I
got?
this is with I have a counter. I have a counter to the stealth.
I'm sure.
All right, sure. Bring that up.
He can smell them.
What? I'm sorry. Did I?
You
Oh!
smell them,
Oh, I know what he's talking about! Oh no! Oh no!
I don't know what he's talking about, but that makes sense.
So Specifically, in Rechain of Memories, Riku has been around darkness and all of that so much that he can smell it. He can smell it, and he can smell through illusions.
Okay, that's cool.
So dumb.
He can pinpoint someone exactly by their stench.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Darkness probably smells like black licorice, burning tires, and skunk.
Are you saying that Illidan smells bad?
Yes.
I mean, he's been stuck in Outland for like years. He's been in prison for 10,000 years. So like,
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, so he was in prison for 10 of those 15,000 years?
Yeah.
But
Oh, so it's only a 5,000 year skill gap. That's not so
5,000
bad.
years.
that's not so bad. Riku's only 17.
Alright.
The fact,
Something I was wondering about, because someone brought it up in the comments, is that demon corruption apparently works different from darkness corruption, because Riku didn't specifically get good at defending against corruption, just specifically going against darkness specifically. So maybe like the demon corruption would be harder to fight off for Riku.
it's
It would be
someone
something
was
you
saying in
do.
the comments.
the darkness corruption with the from what, because the only this comes from Dark Road, which is a blur to me. The realm of darkness and the dark corridors, just being there can just corrupt some person's body and soul until they die.
Hmm.
Just like corrupt their body and heart until they just fall over dead.
darkness within
Okay.
darkness.
The fell corruption would be more something that would affect your mind and basically makes you like a slave to the Burning Legion, which is the faction of demons, basically.
Hmm.
It's more of a mind thing. It affects your body, but it makes you more crippled and weird. It's
Yeah,
not exactly like it kills you.
I see.
Riku would start hearing voices in his head.
He hasn't
A
heard
little
that.
bit, yeah.
He's heard that.
It's
He's fine. He's done that before.
It's
said
basically demon. It's basically demons trying to whisper to you to get whispering to you to let them free through you, you know, or
Oh,
let them
shit.
possess you.
Here we go again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Alright,
Um,
do we want to
But
move
yeah,
on to
yeah.
scaling?
I just want to bring
Yeah,
up the.
that's-
I just want to bring up the smell.
The
The
smell.
spell is a good counter. That's a good thing to know.
Riku can always know where Illidan is, even if invisible or stealth, because he can smell like absolute dog water.
That'd be funny for the like. If there's an animation fight of this?
He's like, I can
It's
smell
like
you.
every Nightcrawler comic ever where his attempts at stealth always go wrong because his teleportation smells like brimstone.
Yeah, it's like
They're
Riku.
like, hold on, I smell brimstone. Nightcrawler somewhere around here trying to be tricky.
It's just like Riku. Illidan does something. Riku's like, I can smell you.
Dario says that it's more like erosion than corruption, which I don't know
Huh.
what that means or why that's relevant or what the difference is, but that's interesting.
For what? The darkness?
There's no context. I don't know whether
I've-
demons or darkness are
I've
more like
always-
erosion than
And
corruption.
with every translation that I've seen of the darkness, it's corruption.
Is it better to be corrupted or eroded?
Those sound the exact same in this
Yeah.
instance.
Well, corrupted is like you're still fully there, but like you're turning into something else. But eroding is like you're physically being like worn away into nothingness.
I'd rather
Yeah.
be corrupted than have my body erode away into nothing.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So
let's,
who's harder?
All right,
let's
let's
get-
move on to stats, I guess.
let's get into scaling. This is the hardest. This is gonna be the part that I hate.
This is the worst
Oh,
part.
boy.
You got
of
this,
the
Rand.
debate.
You
Let
hate
me
it
drink some
because
water.
Illidan has the advantage.
No, it's the fact that I had to watch 7 videos, all saying the exact same thing about Kingdom Hearts scaling.
That's wild.
So what did you learn?
Immeasurable speed of 5D to outer versal.
Come
Dang, you're just gonna
Context.
say it? You're not gonna.
Yeah.
Any particular reason?
Yeah.
Specifically, the realm of darkness. It's described as multiple times as the concept of time does not flow at all here, and all of the Kingdom Hearts characters can just walk in it perfectly fine.
I mean, wouldn't that just affect the world and not necessarily those?
Is it ever portrayed as
outside of
like
it?
something goes into the world of darkness and like it freezes because there's no time? Is that ever been
Uh,
like
Yeah.
the
Yes,
world.
actually.
Yes, actually.
In
Wait, really?
in Kingdom Hearts 2.8, yes, that's a thing.
Kingdom Hearts
It's a side
2.8,
story with-
0.2 of fragmentary Birth by Sleep, 0.2 of fragmentary passage.
That Aqua is in the realm of darkness, and every world and its people have been completely frozen. She's the only one able to interact with it, and her Keyblade is able to just make some parts just like move momentarily enough for her to proceed. So
Wait, so that doesn't really sound like speed. That sounds more like just Keyblade wielders being able to resist the darkness.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I don't want to like argue immeasurable speed from that. I'm just saying that there is reason to believe that it is like a frozen time type deal.
Everything
sounds-
that
It sounds more like immunity to time stopping or time manipulations thing.
every video and everything that I've read has said that it's immeasurable. The only other thing that I could bring up is the Roxas speed calc from the Mickey episode.
How fast was
True.
that?
Faster than light.
Like,
I think.
I think it was like a
All right, I'll look it up.
yeah.
Let me just stream Yoda versus Mickey. Real
Let's
quick.
just
Hang
stream
on.
Yoda.
I think it was traveling between galaxies
just,
in a matter of moments. No,
Yeah.
Let me just,
honestly, Riku, I'm convinced
We're
that Riku
actually
has
doing
the
this.
speed.
this is
He's
Yoda
gonna do this.
versus.
I'll be
We're
honest.
just doing this.
I'm gonna say something.
We're just
controversial.
doing this.
Yoda.
Oh, you went too far. You went too far.
Oh,
You went too
it's in the
far.
analysis part. I thought it'd be in the conclusion.
Yeah, it's in the analysis.
I thought it was in the
Alright.
conclusion.
He's got to watch
Well, I
the
guess
whole
we'll find
Mickey
out.
analysis.
We gotta watch the whole Mickey analysis.
Man,
Yes.
this Yoda analysis is long. 7 minutes. Damn.
God damn.
Yeah. We actually watching all
Yeah,
of
Yoda
it?
versus Mickey.
That's
epic.
All right, just wait for him to bring up Roxas. Also, hot take. I actually don't really care for this episode. Not that it's bad, but
It's not my
I guess I
favorite
just
matchup
didn't-
for Illidan.
yeah.
No, I get it. I had fun with it though.
Yeah, it's
Where is
cool.
he?
Yeah,
Oh,
Oh, wait, there it is, there it is.
This was Roxas's soul going down. There you go.
All right, let's see.
From the Radiant Garden back to the Keyblade Graveyard in a matter of seconds.
What?
And like
What?
any great ruler, Mickey's
It
also
didn't
remained
count
a
it!
constant
It
pillar
didn't
of
count
once
the
for
results!
all,
You gotta
even
go to
during
the
some
results!
of the darkest
Post-analysis.
times.
This is the
Yeah, that's
post-analysis.
post-analysis.
You gotta go to post analysis.
What
Go-
the?
Go to post analysis.
That was a post
All right, we're going to post it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I'm
Alright,
sorry we're doing
goodbye,
this
Yoda.
so
Yoda's dead.
live.
Yoda dies. Sorry, I spoiled it.
Ape, stay drunk.
Run for his money.
While Jedi have battled foes with near light speed reactions, a Keyblade Guardian like Mickey could move several times
Yeah.
faster. In order for Roxas to travel
there it is.
across at least 4 star systems, he'd need
Oh,
to be moving
no.
almost 170 million.
There we go.
There we
170 million times light speed. That's not
There we
bad.
go. That's
That's not bad.
Someone
You
in
can't-
someone in the chat says that apparently the Kingdom Hearts universe is far smaller, but Roxas is
What?
still there.
That is not
Travel-
true.
That is not true.
What?
I'm just
That
reading.
is not true.
I'm just reading. I'm going to say, even if that was true, he'd still be faster than Illidan because I don't have. There's not much speed feat in World of Warcraft, unfortunately.
I do have something at least. This is the time where I pull out the crack arguments.
Oh, let's
What
go.
are the crack
I'll wait
arguments?
Crack
this.
arguments.
All right, let's go. Could you pull up? I guess I'll start at strength.
Oh, we want speed.
What you want?
Yeah,
speed?
we want speed. We
Okay.
talked about speed.
We want
Okay,
speed
okay.
at the
We're
moment.
talking about speed, man.
Okay. So then, could you pull up least impressive kite man feat?
I actually
What?
have to read all of them specifically because you name them stuff so long.
Is it
Kite
not in
man.
alphabetical order?
No.
No,
Wait,
I
that's a you
gave-
problem. Organize
gave-
your files.
So you said least impressive kite man feat?
yes. And then could you pull up?
Oh no, Medan.
Could you pull up tag?
Okay.
All right. And could you bring up average kite man feat?
Kite man?
I just called him kite man because he flies like him. So as you can see, assuming the quantifiable end, that is 1.46 quintillion times faster than light.
Wow.
Wait, what? What is the thing? What is the feat?
The feat is the guy travels to the nether mid monologue.
You keep saying Nether. I keep thinking of Minecraft. I'm sorry.
Same.
You're not wrong for thinking that.
Yeah, Minecraft's way more popular than Warcraft.
True.
If we assume this feat is legit, that might give them the speed edge.
It would.
Yeah.
I might as well pull.
I mean, is there any reason this wouldn't be legit? It seems pretty blatant. One guy flies there, and that's pretty far.
I mean, is it? But like, he's going. Wait. Is he flying to the Twisted Never? But like, the Twisted Never is like another dimension. How does he? Does he open a portal to somewhere? Does he blinks to somewhere? Like,
I mean, I gave you the.
yeah, I want
full
to see
stuff.
the panels again because like,
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
well, in the twisting. Yeah, they are in the twisting Never.
Yeah.
They all are. Demons.
Yeah.
Conquest?
It looks
Is
like
that conquest?
No, I think that's just a dwarf priest. But yeah,
Sure.
What side quest has Conquest been going on?
Conquest been on a
Sure.
side quest.
I don't even
I don't.
have a name. Title.
Was he
Conquest.
caught mid-flight?
It's not that funny. Why is it getting me so bad?
Can you show me the other panel, please?
Yeah.
Let me,
Least
let me,
impressive kite
Yeah,
man feat.
yeah, let me grab it again.
Yeah, sure.
Because I'm not sure. I'm not sure I caught that. If demons are able to fly that fast.
Just for context, from what we know of the picture, they do think this fight is debatable. So I imagine there is some validity to some of the higher end World of Warcraft stuff.
Oh yeah, it looks like
Yeah,
he just
there-
flies there. Just
I
like
guess he
fuck it.
Yeah.
My problem is that it's with Mudan and like, But Mudan is one of those like broken characters. He's one of those broken Gary Sue characters, so I don't know how we would scale it to Illidan.
Gary.
I guess it's a.
Well, I'm not necessarily scaling everything to him. I'm not saying like he's on the same super level, but like I guess relative, like
I would-
downscaling.
Yeah, I would like to know who this demon is because it is the same race as some. It is a dreadlord, and Illidan has fought dreadlords in the past.
Yeah.
Like Tichondrius, and I think another one. I forgot his name.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have his name for it right
There
now.
were some guys saying that this could be an infinite or immeasurable speed feat, but I wasn't too certain about that, so I just went with quantifiable end.
Even if we want to stick to just like this quintillion times faster than light feat, just for like some context in quintillion, let's like round the Kingdom Hearts feat up to 1 billion times faster than light. You have like 1 billion, then a trillion, then a quadrillion, then a quintillion, and each of these numbers are 1,000 times bigger than each other. So that's a lot of zeros
Oh.
between downscale. There'd have to be like an unfathomable amount of downscaling for Riku to be relative to this speed feat.
Yeah.
Unless Riku has something better, which I'm not gonna lie, based on some previous casts, I think there are some better speed metas for Kingdom Hearts. But based on what's
that's
been
what I
brought up
thought.
here, it seems like Illidan might have the edge.
Huh. Okay,
Yeah.
he flies from the great dark beyond. It's how we call space
Yeah,
lord.
great.
It's like the observable universe. So if he flies to the edge of the universe, that's okay. This is new to me. God damn it.
Yeah.
All right. So does anyone know any higher metas for Kingdom Hearts speed besides just the very outdated Yoda versus Mickey?
I
I
got
was
something
feeling
off
it's
the
supposed to
dome.
be Rand's end.
So technically, right? Okay, I don't know if this counts, and somebody can stop me if this is wrong, maybe in the comments. But if I remember correctly, in Kingdom Hearts 3, you can technically scale Riku to the other. Well, you can tell him to the other Keyblade Masters, obviously, but I think you can also get like speed feats for them because in the Remind DLC, they added a bunch of extra fights and stuff, and in that DLC, like I think you can. I don't remember what the calc is though. It was like something related to Kingdom Hearts itself, but I think that feat would get the speed to like immeasurable because the Kingdom Heart was gonna like warp all of reality in Kingdom Hearts.
I think
If you were to use that, I'm not even sure if that's right. So you don't. Hey,
Yeah, I'm
don't
not
get
sure what
me.
you're talking about.
I know. I know. I
Alright.
don't really sure what I'm talking about either.
I'll tell y'all what. Maybe one of you two tries to look up more Kingdom Hearts stuff while the other one reps AP as we move into the AP argument. Because even if Illidan is
Okay.
1,000 or 1,000,000 times faster, it might not matter if Riku can just stonewall him. So one of you
true.
look
you
up
know what?
speed.
You know what, Zoro? You do AP while I look up stuff for speed.
I don't
What?
know AP.
Zoro
skills.
doesn't have the scans.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't have
the
any.
Scans or the.
You don't
talent.
have any?
I have I asked the Kingdom Hearts thread on the official server, which is where I'm getting the infinite speed stuff, or the
Okay.
immeasurable speed stuff, and
I do have a couple scans personally. I don't know where to share them though.
Yeah, you can share them with Rand.
You can DM
Or-
them to me or Rand, and we can
Yeah, or
throw 'em
Sherm.
up on
Okay.
screen.
Or sure.
I'll show them to Rand. I guess.
Alright,
Yeah.
So, does anyone know anything right now?
no.
I could share some like
All right,
bare-
Kagura, you're up to bat. Well,
Okay.
Rand and Zoro, y'all figure out what you need to do.
So
Kagura, you have the floor.
So first off, just as a bare minimum AP scale for Illidan, could you pull up 8.1 teratons?
Mm.
8.1 teratons. That's pretty
Oh,
cool.
Yeah.
me. Oh, I was
Yes.
Yeah.
I was looking at
Yeah,
speed stuff.
Hosting.
So this is not bad at all. Calculated 8.1 teratons by
Right.
Death
Yeah.
Battle
The
themselves.
island.
He absorbed the power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He absorbed the power of Gul'dan, which was
Gul'dan.
calculated
Alright.
as all this. Then he absorbed it again because
Yeah.
time travel is a thing, and Gul'dan from the past went back to the present, and he wanted to use Illidan for like I don't know as a key to summon the Legion, the Burning Legion again. But then Illidan just came back and killed him. He one-shot him and
So, yeah.
just took his skull again.
Yeah, so just as a bare minimum scale, Illidan should be in the teraton ranges of power.
Okay.
Oh, you have something?
I do have something that I shared to Rand. It's less attack power, but it's more durability. So, being that he was, let's just say that he is 15,000 years old, so he was there during the Sundering. Can you pull up the image that I sent you?
Yeah.
That is Azeroth before.
I just want to make sure that if I go to Discord and download this and quickly save it, it won't pull up on the stream.
I hope.
You know
I
what,
don't
Torok? Can you just send this stuff to me real quick, and I'll let Rand focus on his research. I'll
You
say
know
hi
what,
to you, so you can send it to
I
me
am
in DM.
so sorry. This cast has been a mess.
Listen, no, this cast has been awesome. I think the ones that go off the rails are way funnier.
Alright. I send them to you right now.
Alright.
Okay.
Azeroth before and Azeroth after.
After. Exactly. So, what you're about to see in a little bit, this was Azeroth before. There it is. This was Azeroth before the Sundering. Give it a sec. There it is. So as you see, it's one big massive continent. Now, can you show up after? You see in the middle, there's this little place called the Well of Eternity at the center. Illidan was near that thing when it blew up, and now there's Azeroth after. There it is.
That's a pretty damn big crater.
So it is a massive event that like tore the planet into what it is nowadays. I don't have the math for that, but it is.
I think I do actually.
There has been calculations of it, but
Yeah, I have one calculation for it.
What's the calculation, boss?
Could you bring up average Daredevil feet? I gave all the things joke names.
Not the Daredevil.
So let's see.
My neck.
Did you bring it up, Rand? Should I just send it to Sherm then?
What image? I'm actually looking at it.
Yeah, average Daredevil feet. It's called average Daredevil feet. Did I send you it?
Average dared evil feet. That's what
Daredevil.
Or with an A?
I
Yeah.
see no other one. That's literally
Okay.
it.
Okay, then pull it up if you see it, I guess.
Average dared evil feet. Is this the correct one? Because that's the only one that
Yeah,
I
I,
could find.
I think yeah, that is the correct one.
So you labeled it wrong.
What, did I label it wrong?
You labeled it dared evil.
What?
You-
No,
you
it's
use
called
some
Daredevil.
Problem solving skills on that one.
I did.
Whatever. Okay, never mind. The point is
Large
the
planet
feet.
level.
Large planet level at a low end, and then on a high end, dwarf star.
Pretty good. Speaking of planet level, I was also sent this.
yes. You remember what I said about he could destabilize portals? He sent a bunch of demon hunters to steal a demon artifact. That's not really the point. But when they got the artifact, got back, and he was about to seal the portals on the demon planet, on a demon world, he was like, "What if I do that thing that Nurzul did back then that blew up Draenor? He just waved his hand, destabilized the portal, and it just blew up the demon planet."
Oh wow.
Yeah,
So he can just destabilize reality and cause an entire planet to explode.
That's pretty good.
Yeesh.
That's pretty good. All right.
And let me just to clarify because I have Kingdom Hearts on the brain. When you say planet, do you mean an actual planet or do you
An
mean a
actual
planet that
planet.
functions? Okay, thank
An
God,
actual
because
planet,
you know
like
with Kingdom Hearts, the planets get like weird. So I wanted to
Yeah,
ask.
I'll bring that up in just a second.
yeah, but that's some good AP feats for Illidan right there.
that's
I'm
not
not.
the best.
It's not the best. It's not the best, but I don't know if we're prepared to go into cosmology.
All right,
yet.
this
We
is
might
the
have
time,
to.
man. We've been going for over 2
Sure.
hours.
Yeah,
We're
it.
pulling out
Do
all
it.
the stops.
It's cosmic.
Do it.
Zoro, do you want to bring up what you sent me? Because I couldn't
Yeah,
find it.
yeah, I can explain this.
Yeah.
Can you bring up the picture?
Okay, I can send it to Sherm.
But you have control.
Okay, I'll just download it real quick.
You have the power.
Yeah, and I'm going to warn you guys right now that this is the frantic, last-minute researching of a Kingdom Hearts fan that was not prepared to debate and did not at all like have time to double check if the calcs are right.
So
But
let's just drop some context for the audience real quick on the difficulties with this matchup in particular, which is that everyone on the Fan Battle Cast team is vaguely aware of the high ends of World of Warcraft. And so, but none of us were like super duper experts. So we had a
True.
bit of a tough time like really finding like the good stuff. Similarly with Kingdom Hearts, we wanted to get some like new blood on the scene, so this is a very experimental cast, but we're doing our best to give you the information.
yes, and I was brought on as a jury member. I have been thrusted in impromptubly into debater. So, yeah.
I will say this as in terms of like the win streak and lose streak, because people are starting to really care about that for some reason. I'm gonna do this like Marvel Rival rules, where the people who were originally debaters, this will count for their win-loss ratio. But for the people who only came in halfway through, it'll only count for them if it's a win. If it's a loss, it does not affect their ratio.
All right,
That's
so
a
That's
big
funny.
number.
this is the Remind DLC feat that Moloch was kind of. I think this is the one that you were trying to
Yes.
imply.
Yes,
So,
this is the one.
okay, so Sora shoots a light beam into like the galaxy, and it spreads out massively. Each one of those tiny dots, that is another star that the light beam has hit in a matter of mere seconds.
Basically, it's from what I remember, it's creating at the same time.
Yes, exactly.
Goddamn.
And according to this one calculation I found, this covers the extent of at least 12,000. No, 12,000? Yes, 12,000 stars. Sorry, I'm still looking over the numbers. And according to calculations, and again, I have not the knowledge to double check if this is right, so forgive me, commenters, if I'm wrong when I say this, but this calc is calced at the speed of. Oh gosh. What is the realm after millions?
Billions.
Billions?
Yeah, okay, so 221 billion, 33,963,945 times this, times, the speed of light.
Huh. I thought that would be a lot
FTL.
higher.
What does FTL stand for?
Faster than
Faster
light.
Faster
than
than
light.
light.
Yeah, faster than light. Yeah. Okay.
Faster, like
So yeah, like 220 billion times the speed of light.
That's
Illidan
better.
still beats that.
Yeah, we're still in the quadrillion then.
Yeah. Again, I was just doing this to check out that one feat. I don't think
Also,
there's a higher.
Zoro, your reputation is
massively
not on the line. You don't need to defend yourself on this
You don't,
one.
you don't
Also,
need to.
Yeah, don't worry about
I
it.
did more research into the immeasurable speed argument that Zoro did. You were wrong.
Who was wrong?
Zoro, you were wrong.
Okay, I don't really do the number crunching much when it comes to
Yeah.
this scene.
Yeah, with the Realm of Darkness, again, time doesn't exist there. The Keyblade does nothing in terms of that. Aqua is just walking through it. The only time we see, Aqua says the only time anything has changed in the Realm of Darkness was during the events of Kingdom Hearts 1 when all of those worlds were engulfed by darkness. And and time doesn't flow there because she's been there for like 10 plus years, and she looks exactly like in her early 20s.
So the argument is that it's a speed feat because if it wasn't a speed feat, she would have aged in that time. So the idea is that she's doing the idea is that she's Metro Man, and she's doing like all these adventures and like pondering and having these realizations and also casually walking at an immeasurable speed.
She's been walking, yeah, she's been walking in the Realm of Darkness because the Realm of Darkness is stated to be infinite in size.
I guess that's possible. It seems a little weird to me, but I don't see why that's impossible in the grand scheme of fiction.
It's been stated multiple times, including by Nomura himself in, I believe, one of the ultimatums that the Realm of Darkness is infinite in size.
All right.
Say what you will about DC and their speed feats. I feel like their like immeasurable speed feats are at least very blatant.
True.
Yeah.
Well,
When
Very
they're
true.
like when
At
Superman
least they're
flies,
clear about it.
At least
when
they're clear
Superman
about it.
flies through the source wall, there are people like, damn, he's going through the source wall through sheer speed. That's
Oh.
crazy. Like that's
Wow.
like very clearly what's happening there.
Marvel has some pretty blatant, immeasurable speed feats
Yeah.
too.
Mhm.
So that's
Yeah,
just what I was
Anything
thinking
has
of.
some
That's
pretty
like
blatant, immeasurable speed feats as well.
the realms without time are always so hard for me to get behind, but I guess it
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
So they might be immeasurable speed, which
Yeah.
is better than quintillions.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a fan of those types of arguments, but like it's not my win on the
Me
line, so
either.
I'm not going to support it.
I guess it'll be up to our votes in the chat votes as to whether the
Yeah.
immeasurable speed will win you the thing.
Yeah.
You buy
Okay.
it.
I guess are we ready to go to larger AP for Illidan?
Yeah.
Yes, what
let's
do we have
yeah, let's
besides
do
planet
AP.
level?
Yeah.
Well, honestly, do you want me to start? Because like my AP my scaling that I was about to brought up was like twice sun level at best, so maybe I should start.
Yeah, sure.
So
Twice sun level.
one of his biggest accomplishments at the during World of Warcraft Legion is not only reversing the embrace of basically not only well not only sorry I have always a hard time starting these things, but he broke free and one shot the prime Neru Xera. Nerus are like basically biblically accurate angels made of crystals, and they are entities of pure light. And Xera is like one of the prime Neru, one of the prime angels. And this is important because a lesser Naru, I think Ture is his name, Ture something, used all of his power to banish a Void Lord called Demencius the All Devouring, who at its lowest can eat stars. It's basically a black hole god basically of the void that can eat stars as of as of latest lore actually.
Fighting Star Eaters is pretty good.
Mhm.
Kagra, you have something beyond that scope?
Probably.
Yeah. I think so.
Man, this cast would have been so much easier if the Deathwing versus Mirak blog wasn't deleted off the internet. Wait, I have an internet archive.
Yeah,
You
I
have
do
the Internet
something.
Archive.
I do have something. Could you bring up the scan? Home Alone Cosmology is better.
Yeah.
Stop
think I-
PNG.
Not PNG, I remember that
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm really not sure how Illidan scales to the entire cosmology. That's my big doubt.
So the Great Dark Beyond is an infinite-sized living realm, infinite stars, infinite worlds, infinite everything. So I'd say this would be like a universal plus thing, right?
Mhm.
So the Great Dark Beyond is basically how we describe the observable universe. It's
Yeah,
basically
the
space.
space. Yeah, it's basically space, but
We don't really know how big it is. You know, it could be shit. It could be a magnified way of saying it, just like how we say, "Oh, the universe is infinite," whatever.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
There are like sorry. There are if we were to include reality, reality is also made of like infinite time streams and all that stuff, but like that goes into more of a multiversal level and all that.
Hmm. So we're dealing with someone that can either affect the entire universe, or potentially on a higher end, they can
Yeah.
affect someone who can mess with multiple timelines.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
time ways. Yeah, I think if we
Yes. Continue.
bring up, if you bring up like
time ways, um, it does establish like there is like multiple timelines
No
within.
Lava, did you read the Mirak versus a Deathwing blog? And if so, can you tell us where you remember them scaling Illidan? We probably won't use it, but I'm just curious.
I mean, I did manage to get these before it went down. So
Okay, that's good.
I got these from the Mirak versus Deathwing.
Oh, you actually got it from the Mirak versus Deathwing blog.
Yeah, but it was way before it went down.
Okay.
So
You've been preparing for a while.
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. But yeah, here's the scam: the twisting matter, the great dark beyond, the sea, other worlds, other universes. Like timeways are
Ooh.
full of like other universes. So there's a multiverse at least.
Mm.
Let's see.
Okay. Is Kingdom Hearts universal?
I,
Unless you have something more.
yeah, I got some other stuff.
Okay, okay.
The Could you pull up Word of God?
Word of God.
Yeah, yeah. This is
Like a
specifically a.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is specifically a statement from one of the Warcraft people. The twisted nether transcends all reality. So
Yes, that is what I was talking about. It is outside of reality. There's
Yeah.
like a higher dimension.
it is a higher dimension. So it exists above the time ways and above the physical reality.
That does seem like what that's implying to me.
This
So, if you would like to go back to me, because I actually have World of Warcraft Chronicles with a map of the cosmology, if you will.
yeah, sure.
I'm right there. Just
Oh.
bring the cams back.
Bring the cams back. I'm going to.
So, as
Oh,
you can
bro's got
see,
the map.
yeah, that is the map of the entire cosmology. As you can see, like you have the lights, you have shadows, you have all this beautiful stuff. I think the twisting nether is around that part, and reality is that little thing in the center. In the center.
That's crazy.
And
That's
the
how much
Nether
dimension
is
it
not
is.
even on this page because it transcends all of it.
It's like
That's pretty good.
I think they have.
No, wait. He's got the other book.
He's got more.
I've got all the chronicle. I've got
But
all
wait,
the
there's more?
But wait, there's more.
I mean, no, it's just like they updated this. I'm just showing a more updated version of this cosmology map, but it doesn't really change anything. The cosmology of World of Warcraft is complicated. It's like it's constantly changing, so there's no. There's no real way. It's like multiple dimensions, but there's also apparently dimensions made of dimensions colliding with each other. It is a mess. Cosmology.
I will say Warcraft. Researching Warcraft cosmology made me wish I was researching Marvel cosmology. Honestly, it's really complicated to understand.
It's because even they don't fucking know. They don't fucking tell.
It seems like because they don't like, unlike other cosmologies, which just kind of builds up into bigger stuff. It kind of seems like World of Warcraft just built to the sides, making it more complicated, but not in like this is on top of that, but like everything's part of everything else now.
Yeah, but I do have one last crack argument.
I'm about to bring
up Outer Go.
Yeah, I'm gonna expect you to bring this one up. Where's it at? Yeah, here it is.
Yeah, I was not going to bring this up unless you brought up Outer Kingdom Hearts. This is my secret weapon. Transcend dimensions.
What? What is this?
Exodar. What is this? That's a ring that you can loot. Your time warp does not consider on yourself as a.
Yes.
Wait.
City is able to transcend dimensions and even warp time itself. What could a sliver of its power do in the hands of a mere mortal?
Wait, but if Illidan has that, wouldn't that give him resistance to the time stop?
Oh. Well, I
shit.
don't know if
I don't think. Wait, where do you loot that?
Oh,
Shard of
yeah,
Exodus?
Riku has time stop. Speed's a non-factor.
Shard of Exodus. I have
Your
to look
time
it up.
warp
Wait a
does
minute.
not cause temporal displacement on yourself and is not affected by temporal displacement or similar effects on yourself.
Let's see. Shard of
So
Exodus.
he's not immune to Riku stopping time and him just walking.
Why not?
up and-
It sounds like he would be actually if he has this. If I don't know if he does.
Wait,
Does Illidan have this?
I don't know. I mean,
I
you
don't
could get it. You could get it from like dungeon and raids and rare elites, but like,
Wait,
I don't know. Does Illidan play World of Warcraft?
has he ever
Shard of-
known to have?
I got the wiki page. Shard of the Exodar can drop from dungeon, raid, world bosses, rare elites on the Broken Isle on Argus, and commanders at Invasion Point. The item is also found World Quest PvP. It is just a random loot. It is just a random loot.
Can
Okay,
Illidan
that's
get
pretty
random
crazy.
loot?
I mean, he drops loots, but not that one.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
I mean, I only brought this up as a cope argument.
It's a coke
It
argument.
is interesting. Well,
So it seems like it is, from that description, you bring up as a joke, but it does seem compelling. Not to outer, that's silly, but to like, if it transcends dimensions, that wouldn't mean like all dimensions. That would just mean it's in a similar cosmological space as the Nether, where it's just higher dimensional, which is not outer, but it's still good.
Yeah.
So if it's like a shard of a higher dimensional thing, it's like an item you can use. I'm not sure if that would grant any AP scaling, but that would be a higher dimensional shard, whatever that means.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. I kind of lost track of where Illidan scales all this. It kind of feels like we were
So-
just
so
talking
yeah,
about
bare
cosmology.
I'm
Bare
lost.
minimum.
I'm
Yeah,
lost.
me
All right.
too.
Let me do the Illidan scale. Bare minimum, like at the lowest of the low that you could possibly go. Illidan would scale to the teratons. He would be in the teraton ranges of power. If
Okay.
you go above that, he would be in the planet to star ranges of power. And depending on how you interpret Warcraft cosmology, he's in higher dimensional multiversal power.
Via
Yeah,
what
okay.
scaling?
From who? Like
From-
that's what I personally want to know. Like, I guess if you scale
Yeah.
him to like the player character, because the player character is just built that different. But it's
Yeah,
not that.
I mean, you scale it to the player character if you want to.
Can the player character one-shot Illidan?
No,
No,
not necessarily. It took a bunch of them to take him down back in Burning Crusade, but they haven't. They weren't as bullshit as they are now. Because now, as the player characters, we can beat like a Titan that could like bring an end to all realities. There's shenanigans.
the
Correct me
player
if I'm
character.
wrong.
of
Isn't
WoW
World of
is-
Warcraft one of those games where the power isn't necessarily like there's not like power continuation? Like it's not like they get stronger and stronger. Like all the bosses are somewhat just
Technically,
in
it
the
was.
same difficulty range.
I mean, it is made gameplay wise. It is meant to be from a certain on a consistent level of difficulty, but like the developers, I remember the developers saying that like on a writing perspective, each of the new threats must be at least on the same level of power as the Titans, which are basically big powerful gods. But I'm not even sure of that claim. I'm not necessarily agreeing with that claim. It is
Okay.
So we got some potentially universal stuff, potentially some higher dimensional stuff, based on scaling to the player.
Okay.
What's Riku got?
So
By the way, Tarek, this is not how long our casts normally go. I want to throw out there.
Yeah, it's
This
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
by far our longest cast, but honestly, I'm kind of here for it. I'm having fun.
So,
Me too. It's actually fun.
Yeah.
so, Riku should be 5D.
That's better than 4D.
Yeah, because of scaling to Xehanort with the Keyblade. Because to make the Keyblade, you have to. So with the Key, so the X Blade itself is described multiple times as a higher dimensional object that's formed from a higher dimensional clash, and that clash is the 13 lights and the 13 darknesses and the 7 lights clashing.
Okay.
And the Keyblade is supposed to rewrite everything with Kingdom Hearts with using Kingdom Hearts, which would include the realm of light and all of the like infinite worlds inside of it, which are in their own dimension slash time stream slash piece of space. Because there's this thing in Kingdom Hearts that a lot of people are confused by. All the worlds you visit are not planets. They are their own separate universes within a wider universe.
Yeah.
Because we see in Dream Drop Distance that there's different times that flow in them as well. We even see this in Dark Road, where Xehanort comes back to Wonderland, and for him it's been like 3 days, but for the Red Queen it's been like years.
That sounds pretty strong.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Honestly, it kind of sounds like all you needed. Was there anything else?
No, not really.
All right. I think we can move into final arguments unless anyone
All
has
right.
any.
No, I think we're ready to go in the final
Alright.
arguments.
Let me see if I can do something.
You there, Zoro?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. It's just. It's been a very long cast, and I'm still. It's always the multiversal, like, scaling of, like, top strength and speed feats that always just make me.
Yeah, that's why we did it at the end, because like abilities is way more interesting to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
kinda
for
like-
sure.
Yeah.
After I failed that speed feat, I just kind of zoned out. I'm like, okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna let them go at it.
There's also the fact that with the Keyblade, it could also rewrite the sleeping realm, and with that, it's because there's the first sleeping realm, and then there is what Riku was in was a dream within a dream.
All right, Red, do you want to do final arguments for Riku?
I think Riku has the speed and the strength to take down Illidan, even though Illidan probably has like a lot of counters to what Riku's magic can do. But I think Riku can do the exact same thing back to him.
All right. I guess I prepared my final argument.
All right.
So, Illidan can probably, I think he can defeat Riku. Although he might be weaker, I think he's just fast enough to get his haxes off on Riku and beat him that way. Also, he has that busted immortality. Keep in mind, Riku would have no way of knowing that how Illidan is coming back. He would just see a soul coming back, and that would be it. Also, could you pull up
Yeah, I have it ready.
the last scan that I
Rand sounds so disappointed.
Yeah, he does. What's the scan? Illidan is awesome.jpg. Okay. All right.
Karabachi classic.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
All right, and I think this jury time.
Yeah.
All right. Da, da, da. I. Well, why is Kyle going back in front?
I didn't do anything.
All right. Moloch, you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
I'm cool fighter.
All right, you
If
go
you need more
first.
time to think. All right. I came in here. I'm a Master Kingdom Hearts fighter. I don't really know anything about World of Warcraft. The only thing I know, basically, either came from the Death Battle episode about it, or from the very, very vague things I've heard in between, like listening to people that play the game. So I learned that Illidan is very insanely powerful, and he does the dimensional scaling does seem pretty consistent. From what was shown, I know that there are higher arguments for both of them to be faster, but from what was shown, it does seem like Illidan is faster. And like you said, Riku wouldn't have a way of really knowing how Illidan's immortality works. And yeah, he would be able to. Riku would be able to stop time against Illidan, but again, Illidan can just. He wouldn't know how the immortality works, so Illidan would just come back anyway. But then again, Riku has the power of wake. Damn, this is true. Okay. Uh, Let me think. How do I? Oh God. All right, I'm gonna give it to Illidan, but I'm probably going to give it to Riku in like an hour.
What do you think is the main reason you're giving it to Illidan for?
I do because based off what I have seen from the world of the World of Warcraft cosmology, to my understanding, from what I understand, due to Illidan's immortality, even if Riku was able to like constantly stop time, because Illidan is faster, like because I remember before you said like theoretically Illidan can like cancel out Riku's magic. So theoretically, if Illidan did die from a time stop once and then just came back, he would know what to do again, and he would just blitz Riku and find a way to get rid of Riku. But the reason I'm like, oh, it might change though is because Riku has the damn power of waking, and fucking Kingdom Hearts is Kingdom Hearts. So it really could go either way. But I'll admit, Illidan did kind of convince me throughout the cast, so I'm giving it to Illidan.
All right, so we got one vote for Illidan. As a reminder to the chat, we have a couple people watching that haven't voted yet. The poll is up, so you guys can cast your vote for who you think wins. For me, I was taking notes on this one because this is a really in-depth matchup. I think if just out of stats first, I think no matter what you do, Riku's gonna have the edge to the point of basically erasing Illidan with just one attack. I think like at the highest ends, the Kingdom Hearts cosmology scaling would be better than granting Illidan full World of Warcraft cosmology scaling. I think like on the lower ends, like Kingdom Hearts has a bunch of star level stuff that would beat the planet level stuff we've seen for World of Warcraft. Speed wise, it's tricky because from the finite feats we've been presented with, uh, World of Warcraft would have the edge. I think that Kingdom Hearts has immeasurable arguments, which we did not give to World of Warcraft. Maybe because they can affect timelines, that's maybe immeasurable. I feel safe in saying that in my brain, it's fair to say they have similar speeds because it seems like Hilden's is vague downscaling and Riku potentially has better feats, maybe. So I feel like I'm having a really hard time justifying either having the speed advantage to the point that would win the fight. So I just kind of want to equalize speed for that, give like equal points to speed. Going into just like their abilities, I think the time stop is pretty big. I think a lot of their hacks just kind of get resisted. But if attack potency and hacks scale to each other at all, I think Riku's hacks would just be pulled off easier by just having more powerful magic. Um I don't think the soul manipulation is gonna be enough to net Illidan a win con against Riku, and I think Illidan coming back a whole ton would definitely be tricky. But I think Riku would eventually figure something out because he just wins so easily, and Illidan has not nearly as good of a way to beat Illidan or beat Riku. So I do think I have to give it to Riku, but what I want to learn is I want to learn more about World of Warcraft. I would love to see. I think this could be a very interesting blog, honestly. It seems like it is a very cool matchup. And honestly, I'm a little surprised by this. I thought Riku was going to sweep, but based on the poll, which I'm going to end right now, this is a second vote for Illidan.
Oh shit!
Whoa.
Oh wow! I was not expecting.
That was
Honestly,
that's a
coming-
surprise.
It was a very close poll too.
Do the
Honestly-
comments know something we don't?
Coming here, honestly, I'm gonna be real. I was expecting to vote for Riku as a jury. I was
If you were still a jury member, who would you vote for?
now. I would have still voted for Riku because I'm not necessarily convinced on Illidan scaling to the higher dimensional stuff because he doesn't exactly defeat anyone who is on that ballpark. The closest the closest you can make that the closest scaling you could give is that Prime Neru thing I talked about with Dementius, because it is a Void Lord. It's like a supreme entity of the Void that exists above those realities and stuff. But it's not necessarily like the way Void Lords manifest in reality can be significantly weaker. They need a shit ton of energy to keep themselves into reality and keep devouring stuff. So I'm not necessarily convinced by Illidan being able to rival with this amount of power, where Riku seems to be more of like one of the big guys of Kingdom Hearts, where he can take on like Xehanorts and whatnot, which seems more consistent.
True.
Speed surprised me though. I'm surprised with the Dreadlord going across the Great Dark Beyond. So I'm actually surprised on that. And the fact that Riku doesn't have any soul affecting, like direct soul manipulation, would be a big factor into Illidan being able to keep coming back with his immortal demon soul.
I
So
I couldn't like Riku because the thing is with the Keyblade, we've seen it like seal off people from using things before, specifically in the mobile games. Could
actually work because
that would
Illidan
work?
that would work because actually I'm going for Riku because it could work if you were to seal Illidan's body from his spirits. That's what happened during if you were to keep his spirit from going back to his body, that could actually work.
Or he could steal his heart, which is apparently different from his soul, which would turn him into a heartless.
True. Oh my god.
Because like the
Jesus.
first thing that I could bring up was
There's a lot easy to forget about the stuff in this kind of
Yeah,
debate when there's
the-
Yeah, I was
I-
not keeping notes, bro. I
just-
got lost in the sauce.
like I just thought of the lingering will, which is Riku, which is Terra's will and soul possessing armor.
I will say, I think something that's interesting is that apparently in the Deathwing versus Mirak Bog, they scaled World of Warcraft to Outerversal to high Outerversal, apparently. And the fact that we got Illidan won the poll by 53% makes me think there's a very real possibility that we just don't know enough, and there's actually some cracked World of Warcraft scaling out there
Yeah.
that would be
I mean,
comparable to
there-
Kingdom Hearts.
There definitely is. Like, there are titans that fly between stars in a matter of years. There are beings that can bring the end of reality, like I said. But
The
It's-
problem is
Illidan doesn't really scale to all of
the
that.
problem is like yes, Warcraft scaling can be cracked, but the problem is how do we scale Illidan to it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
mean,
okay.
To kind of wrap this cast up, I
I
was
would have
actually
gone
able
for Riku. Is my point.
Yeah,
I'm going.
I-
I would go Riku.
I would have also gone for Riku if I was still a jury member.
It's our post debate clarity does not matter because the verdict has already occurred.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
I just
Which
Kagura and Torok,
then
you
one,
both
I don't
get a
care.
win under your belt.
Let's go.
Zoro, you don't get any. You didn't take a loss because you only joined halfway through.
fuck yeah.
Rand, you're. I don't even know what your ratio is at this point. You've
I've
been
only-
like 7 casts this week.
I've only won 2 and I've lost like 8.
Oh
Well, you-
no.
I've lost 11 straight. You're still way better than I am right now.
Sherm, do you have a confirmed win yet?
No.
He has he has the unconfirmed win.
My win-loss ratio is pretty good.
Hey, Gandalf, he's gonna pull through for me in a week from now.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
I have a list of connections to bring up. I found it by looking in. Apparently, Riku versus Illidan was a Discord death battle.
Mhm.
Oh.
This is the
Oh,
only place I
yeah,
could find the
actually.
list of connections.
Who won
And
that?
apparently,
Who won
this
that?
hysterical trend. I don't know. I didn't look at the vote. It only had like 70 messages. I read the whole thing during the cast. It wasn't very helpful because there's like not enough World of Warcraft scalers to participate. Apparently, hysterical trend was the one who initially
Yeah,
up with
he
the idea?
initially presented Illidan versus Zhao, and then went back to Riku versus Illidan.
So
Alright.
the connections for this matchup seem to be, and I'm gonna do like a Plime style connection breakdown. They lived peacefully on their home world alongside 2 close friends, but found their lives unfulfilling and aspired for greater things. Both were originally destined to be warriors of the light, but an all-consuming cosmic army of darkness arrives to claim the heart of their world, and both become drawn to the darkness and end up accepting its power, largely due to the jealousy they feel towards their old friends. This begins a journey spanning multiple worlds, where they struggle with the temptation of dark power, giving in at multiple points, but eventually accepting this darkness while also striving to protect the universe from the darkness.
Wow, that's
Much
a lot
better
of
than what we said in
connections.
the beginning, where we were like, they were bad guys, but then they were good, and they betrayed
Yeah.
people at some point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys would do Illidan versus Zhao. I would love to talk about Illidan on that part because the story can be very interesting.
Yeah, I barely scrapped the surface of Illidan's lore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, all right, Flam. We're sorry we made you watch a 3-hour stream, but we found the connections. For you,
Yeah,
so at
I
least- We
Finally.
saved you a little bit of work.
just said to Plime just pinged me saying why, and I said long.
Okay. So yeah, with that said, anyone else want to say anything, or can we finish up the stream?
Yes, I
Yes,
gotta
we can.
bring up the secret Megami Tensei scaling for Illidan real quick.
I'm gonna mute Kagura.
Gonna
Why-
mute Kagura.
Stop trying to bring Shimigami Tensei scaling into everything.
I have
I-
muted Kagura.
We have
Uh,
we have one more cast this week. It is on Friday.
yes.
The cast will be very late at night though, because that's when everybody was free. So, yeah. Tune in for Friday for Ark from A Skeleton Knight in Another World versus Ainz from Overlord.
All right.
Cool.
That's gonna be a fun one. And then after that, on the 27th, we will be doing Obi-Wan versus Gandalf.
Yes,
It's gonna be a
This-
fun one.
this month has been packed full of casts.
Yeah.
So with that said, Rand, do you want to send us out?
Yes. Bye everybody.
Bye bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.